Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We live. Ring the bell. Ring the bell.
The bell's ringing, man. It's time.
Shit.
It's time.
Shit.
Yeah.
It's Wednesday night, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah,
boys
yeah.
and girls, four corners, boxing fans of all ages.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
are now tuned in to 15 rounds of boxing brought to you by Four Corners. It's your host, Fight Night Dex, alongside my hitters, man, the heavyweight champion of the world, Fight Night. Oh, is in the building.
Yeah,
You got
sir.
the maniac fresh out of Verona, New York. He was
Ah.
out there with Cash last
He just broke
weekend.
out. He just broke out.
You
back.
heard? And of course, pound for pound,
Man,
ball for
ball for
ball,
ball.
man. Y'all gotta stay attention. Y'all gotta be ready. Your vocabulary has to be up to par if you want to spar with Uno. You know. You feel me?
And if you didn't know,
Oh, you didn't know. We got Cash joining us on the show today too. Floyd Cash Flow Díaz coming off his victory this past weekend as well.
yes.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to 40 Central, Justin
40.
James behind the lens.
James.
Always keeping us right up here in the studio.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, what's happening? Wednesday night, we back at it. Excuse that we a little bit behind, but guess what? It's raining.
My
It's
brothers,
pouring.
we back.
Different type of rain today.
We back.
Different type. You know what
You
I'm saying?
feel me, man?
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
going on, fellas?
Yeah,
Yo,
my brother.
You already know.
Yeah.
Hook shot.
already know.
You already know.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Sasson.
Ah.
Mr. Sasson in the building.
Yeah, yeah. So
Let's
we get right
ladies and
to it.
gentlemen. Let's get right to it.
Uh-oh.
Let's
them
get
in.
to
Get
it.
the champ in here.
Uh-oh.
With the right intro. Let's do what you do,
Uh-oh.
X. Do what you do, man.
Yeah, we at
He
Cash.
walking through the corridor right now.
We in, man. What's good? What's good?
There you go.
man.
Yeah.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, man, the bantamweight prospect, soon to be contender, WBC Youth Champion, 11-0,
Yeah.
3 knockouts. It's
Yeah.
Floyd, Cash Flow Díaz in the building with us today, baby.
Yo, what's good? What's good?
Cash,
What's good, y'all?
What you do, man? How you
Cash
feeling,
Flow.
bro?
I'm feeling pretty good, man. You know, we all healed up. You know, everything's cool. I'm chilling now. You see no marks on my face. We good.
Yeah, still pretty.
Yeah.
You know, we good now. You know, just gotta run errands and stuff now. Really, that's really the main thing now. But I'm chilling. You know, I feel good. Came off my 11th victory. Find a tough Puerto Rican fighter. So, you know, can't get no better feeling than that.
How them knuckles feeling, man? Because you hit him with the uppercut from...
Yeah.
Woo!
Uppercut. You
Street
almost
fighter.
sent them back to Puerto Rico with that
Yo, you
shit.
send them back to Bayamon.
No, hey, that dude, like, man, during the weigh-ins and all that was just acting crazy. So I was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna match his energy. And then, you know, ended up with my knuckle. I'm talking about with hand wraps and gloves.
Oh, yeah.
Still ain't healed yet. Not all the way. He had a hard ass head. I'm not gonna lie.
Pause. Hey. Yeah. Oh, man.
Oh
So,
yeah,
Cash,
pause.
man, again, you know, congratulations on your victory, my brother. You know, it was my first time meeting you. Met you and your wifey. It was short-lived, but, you know, I did dropped off the package. But let's get to the fight, man.
Right.
You know, this was your first fight with Bo Mac on your corner. I mean, how did you feel, man? It's not always a guarantee the connection is gonna be there. But for you, what was the experience like?
Well, really the main thing with this camp was just hold on, I'm finna get in the whip real quick. So really the main thing. With the transitioning with Bomac was kind of just getting to see how he feels, you know, like how he works, how he moves around, you know, how he does things, you know. With me, I was kind of testing him, like the first sparring I had. I wanted to see what he say, you know. I know the flaws I have. I know what like my big issues is and stuff like that. So I really just wanted to see what he'd say. And, you know, from that first feeling, what he was telling me, what I was hearing, the other input he put in, I was like, okay, you know what he's talking about, you know, of course. So then after that, we started this camp was really just me getting adjusted to how he does things, and it works well. You know, I only had like 6 weeks with him for this fight,
Oh,
but
okay.
now I know how he moves. I know how when they do fight studies. I know when they have you know
So it's safe to say
training
he will be
meetings.
your trainer for your next fight, right?
Yes, and then that's good.
He's on the move, people, so he's having a little issues. So
Yeah, you was breaking up a
see
little
if he
bit,
could
man.
call back, drop out, call back in. That's probably what he's
Um,
doing.
bro.
There you go.
It was off.
All right, yeah. We had little technical difficulties. So it's safe to say, Cash, he'll be your trainer for the next fight, correct?
So my fault, y'all.
You can hear us, Cash?
Internet cut out. Yeah, I can hear y'all. The internet cut off.
All right. No, so it's safe to say he'll be your trainer for the next fight, correct?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Okay. Cash, one question. What is it, if you can name one thing, you can name more than one, what are some things that working with Coach Bomac, looking on the outside, you see certain things, but working with him, you're like, wow, I didn't know that he knew this, or I didn't know I can work this technique, or certain things that you might have been surprised with him being in camp.
So really, the main thing that I really saw, I would say, is just back to the basics. The fundamentals. A lot of times I work in camp and I'm always training. I'm working on different stuff to do. These weird combinations. These awkward combinations. Yeah, they work. But I kind of started straying more and more from my technical boxing. The basics, just the 1-2, the being centered. And that's kind of, I feel like, me working on that, just these little things that keep drilling into my brain. And that's another thing too, he just kept drilling into my brain. Him, my girl, every time I spar or I'm training and they see it, always just drilling into my brain, my rhythm, my jabs, moving my upper body with while I'm moving, that type of thing. And that's really what I saw with Bomac, was the basics being drilled into me, the fundamentals.
This camp was all in Las Vegas.
Yeah, this camp was all in Las Vegas. He has like three other guys that have fights. Or no, two other guys. No, four other guys that have fights. He has Keyshawn brothers, and then these two other guys he has for fighting. So everybody's in Vegas now.
Okay. Okay.
So Cash, man, I was down in Puerto Rico, but I was watching the fight on my phone. At the same time, snapping pictures, watching the fight. And one thing that I admire about your game, and I notice, is that you got great legs. You know how to move around that ring. You know how to pivot amazingly. But I seen later in the fight, you were standing there. You were standing there and getting it shaking with my boy. What was his last name? Rodriguez.
Rodriguez,
Rockhead.
Rocky.
Rockhead.
Yeah, you was standing there and getting it shaking with him, man. Did he have the pop? He didn't have no pop. What was it that got you into the later rounds that you just stood there and started get banging out with him a little more?
I mean, really, to me, it doesn't really matter about the pop, because like with guys, yeah, they'll crack, right, and it'll make you more hesitant. But most people that can crack, they can't get cracked. You get what I'm saying? Like they don't know how to take a shot, or how to get clipped. Same thing, like like, for example, Tyson, that when he fought, what it was, a Holyfield. He can crack, but what, he got cracked back, and then what happened? You get what I'm saying? It
Mm.
And so that's what I really felt like. He didn't have much pop. Anywho, Bomac was talking to me in the corner and was like, "Does he hit hard or whatever?" I'm
Cash.
like,
Yeah.
There you
"Can you
go.
hear me?"
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
No, yeah. Bomac was telling me in the corner, "Does he hit hard?" I was like, "Nah." I was like, "Not really." So he was like, "Keep stepping to him then," because that pressure, had it been like 10, 12 rounds, it would have added a lot more problems to him. A lot more problems. Like like that. I'm just trying to get the guy out of there, really. Like at that point, because he had nothing for me after that. I was boxing him, just winning the rounds. I mean, yeah, he'll throw back. As you can see, this whole fight was really focusing on what I was working on in camp. You know, like more like the little that we the little time that we did have, it was me rhythm jabs stepping around. See, I wasn't on the ropes literally like 90% of the fight. I wasn't
Yeah.
on the ropes. We I think we held probably like twice, and that was it for like 2 seconds. There was no holding. It was just all boxing, staying in front of him, moving to the side. And when I started getting my rhythm, my flow, I started just like, I started just getting it. That's when I started stepping to the side, touching up and down, uppercuts, hooks, going to the body. So I was just starting to put it together at that point.
Right. So Cash, Timothy Bradley is a big. He's spoke highly of you. Like he's one. You're one of the fighters that he is highly spoken about. And during the fight, he was saying that the second half of the fight, you started to actually fight how Cash fights. You was actually letting your hands go. Do you feel like the first half of the fight, you was pretty much like sticking to the game plan, doing what the corner was saying,
Yeah,
feeling
I
the,
mean,
feeling this guy out, and then after that, you mixed it up like what your coach was saying, and then letting your hands go.
yeah, I mean, look, not every fight you're gonna come out the gate, just clipping, dude.
Right,
I kept applying what I was instructed to do, and then obviously a little bit what I did. I did stray away from the body a lot, I would say, and that's on me. My jab got a lot better, but I still feel like I could throw more and more variety. But throughout the fight, I just kept sticking with my game plan. Like he was gonna wilt at some point. You know,
right,
I knew he was gonna wilt at some point, and then when it comes to exchanging, I can exchange. Like I can catch, throw at the same time. Throw opposite punches. Opposite hand or same hand. So yeah, I mean, because in the beginning he was saying, because I watched the fight like 100 times, in the beginning he was saying that it was like I'm not, cash and no flow. Like you get what I'm saying? Like I'm not, like I wasn't flowing. That's just because I was just applying the game plan. Had it been anybody else, it would have been okay. It's just, they expect a lot of stuff from me. As a
right.
young prospect as I am, especially a top prospect as I am, they expect a lot out of me. So they expect me to look phenomenal straight from the gate. And some guys you like I wasn't gonna come out there and start throwing these hard punches and putting like 8 punches together, stepping to the side. Like I know this guy is tough. So I mean, yeah, really the point was I just kept sticking to the game plan and he dwelt it at some point.
Yeah, so
Right.
when you saying in camp, it's Uno. When you saying in camp, you get in the flow of things, and he's just going over the fundamentals and stuff like that, right? And in a sense, it's like you're saying that when you got the fundamentals, when you got the sense of repetition, you could just get on your flow. It's like you don't have to overthink it too much. You know what I'm saying? It's like you just know what to do whenever the situation presents itself. Is that what you're trying to say? Is that's the groove you're trying to get in with Bo Max so far? It's like that first fight was like, all right, there's a little bit game. It's the game plan, and then it's some of that cash flow, and now you're
Right.
trying to get it to that the game plan is cash flow. Like the whole thing is just one, what I'm saying, one synchronized situation.
Exactly. With this, like especially with Bomac, I really got to get back to my fundamentals. I feel like I've been like kind of leaving it as a lost art right now. I've been being cash flow, and cash flow works a lot of instinct. Um, the athleticism that I made myself have. The talent that I have, and the brains I got like IQ wise boxing. So I kind of just been working off that, like my ability. You get what I'm saying? Instead of working off like the basics. What
Skill.
what
Getting back
other
to your
people that
skill.
don't got the talent, that don't got that they really focus on, and they still become world champions off that. And great fighters at that. Errol Spence has great. He has talent. Yes, great, but he has great like fundamentals. And look how far it took him. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's that missing piece that I've been working on, and that's what I'm gonna continue to do because cash flow is cash flow, but I need fundamentals.
Hmm.
No,
Okay.
without a doubt. So, Cash, we see that you fight at 118. That's bantamweight. Two things. What's the plans? Top rank Cash for you for this year? How many times we can expect to see you this year? And is 118 division you're looking to stay at? If
opportunity presents itself at 122, is that a thing you do? So
'cause
what's the plan?
he's fought at both, so 18 and
Yes.
22.
Yeah. So I have fought at both. As the plan right now, we're looking at the next date. Can't say it yet, but we're seeing what I can do right there, because I'm already getting real close to like title contention. Um,
Yeah.
right now they got me top 30 in the world, top 5 U.S. So I'm getting there. So to say the least. So with that, my plan is just focus on the next fight. With them, I always just focus on the next fight. Everything else will follow suit. Um, with that, and then world titleship, like for that, I think I want to stay at 18. I could stay at 18 the rest of the year, no problem.
Okay.
Probably even way longer. I'm gonna be honest with you. I had no problem losing the weight. Last fight, the fight really before, I had a little trouble because I just ain't do it right. But I mean, other than that, like I'm young, my metabolism is fast. Um, I'm able to be at this weight, so I think I just stay here, fight for a title here. If it presents itself at the end of the year by like, for 22, think about it, see what moves I should make. But honestly, I want to create that divisional championship as well. You know, so 18, I think I should be fine. I'll dominate 18, sweep up the division, clean it up, then go up to 22.
Okay.
Okay. Sound good.
Cash, we know last year it was a slow year due to some hand injuries. How them hands for 2024, man? Because you was putting them paws all over Rodriguez, man.
As you can see, fight wise, my hands are getting better and better each day. So the more time grows, the more I keep taking care of my hands. I'm gonna start adding some more care to my hands, and with that, it's just time. Really, it's just time with these things. So my hands, as long as my hands follow suit with me, sky's the limit.
Yeah, because we don't want none of the, what happened to Big Floyd. You know what I'm saying? He had his hand
Brittle
injuries
hands.
and all of that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You know what I mean? So take care of that early on. Tend to those, man, so you can keep putting the pause on these cats. You know what I'm saying?
Of course,
Cash,
man.
where you rank Rodriguez in so far? 11 fights, 11 victories. Where do you rank Rodriguez amongst your 11 opponents thus far?
Oh, not gonna lie. I think he might be the toughest,
Yeah.
but I think he's the toughest, to be honest with you. Like every fight, they're getting harder. Top Rank already told me. The matchmakers have told me every fight's gonna get more and more difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is when it's
Yeah.
gonna turn
Of,
up.
of course, that's just how it
As
goes.
as you want
As
it.
it should.
As I want. I talked to the matchmaker before I weighed in, and they were like, we got this such and such date, and so I got to talk to them. I think I'm gonna go to the office one of these days. But nonetheless, we talked about that, and then they were like, competition is gonna be harder. I was like, bring it on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's it.
So I would say this is my hardest fight. I'm gonna be honest with you. You got to look at the guys that he fought. He doesn't have a pretty record, but man, he's fought some tough guys. The number one guy in America right now, like especially if you look on BoxRec rankings, right? Is Saul Sanchez. He beat Saul Sanchez
Hmm.
when Saul Sanchez was 9-0, or like or like
Mm.
or like 11-0 or something like that, and he beat him.
Yeah.
You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So and that guy got like 4 stars or something like that. He just fought for a title and lost. So
Yes, Saul Sanchez
come
was
on,
in a war with Maloney.
yeah, it was in a war with Maloney, and Edwin Rodriguez beat Saul Sanchez. So
Okay.
me being the guy that beat the guy,
Hmm.
definitely gives me a lot more confidence, and
Yeah.
it just shows me that I could really fight, man. I'm not a Instagram fighter or nothing like that. I just do my
Yes,
thing.
please don't do that. Yeah, we tired of that. It's too much of that going on. Yeah.
No,
So
it's
Cash,
everywhere, man.
yeah. One thing I noticed, right? You your heart is huge. You like to bang. You are a very, very good boxer. Now, is that by choice? Because sometimes I see when you tend to stand in that pocket is when I see you when that's where you get hit at
Right.
times. Because when you're boxing and you're moving and you're pivoting, bro,
Legs,
they
man.
can't really touch you. You know, you dominate in these dudes. But then
Uh.
it just seems like you like, nah. You get that. No, I'm gonna let him know that I'm Cash and I'm here.
Right.
Is-
So the question, I mean, what's the question you're asking? Like,
so the
why do I
question
do that?
is it by choice? You just did like I don't care. I'm a bang even though I know I can outbox him, or it's just instinct.
I mean,
You like
I
the
would say
fight.
some of it's instinct, but I'm most of the time I just be doing it just because I want to do it. Like,
All right, there you go.
go.
That's what
There
I
you
want to
go.
know. There
The
you go. Hey,
honesty.
that's what I wanted to know. There you
Honesty.
go.
yeah, I just be
So-
doing it sometimes because I want to do it. But you know, I gotta work more on that. You know, sometimes you got.
In the middle of the street, like I will hit you with the car.
So sometimes these dudes, you gotta sit down on your punches and
Correct.
show them like what's up. Like with Edwin, had I just boxed the whole time, bro, I would have been running miles the whole fight. Like I would have, I would have put some miles on my Nike app, having a if I had to do that the whole fight, moving around the ropes, touching them, not getting hit. Yeah, it's cool, but then I'm tired by the fifth round, and then I got 3 more rounds with some dude that beat the guy who just fought for a title. You know,
Yeah.
like
Right.
so sometimes you gotta sit there, and I do gotta work more on that. But it's all learning, bro. I'm only 20, and being a 32-year-old that grown man has kids and everything, so
Right.
I don't even have my man strength yet. So
So, Cash, let me ask you a question, because one thing about you, you have ring generalship.
Yeah.
Like, your appearance when you come to the ring, like, your attire is swagged out. Like, what's the mindset and the concept where you're like, okay, this fight I got on this date, I want to go with this attire, I want to go with this fit, this color. What's the brainstorming behind it?
kind of just what I feel like, like my next fight, I already kind of got it going. I'm gonna start, and where do I go for that? Sorry guys, I'm in Best Buy. I need to get this. Nah, but sometimes, most of the time, it's really just what I feel like. Maybe it'd be like if there's an event going on, you know, if there's an event going on or something really important, then maybe I'll go around like that, or like a type of time of the year. But if really not, it's just me focusing, like me focusing on like what should I feel like I should wear, you know. So my next fight, I'm gonna do black and white. That's gonna be the colors for sure. I'm trying to be a little bit more classy, a little clean cut. But I can't say the theme yet, but it's really just what I
Kinda
feel
gave
like.
it away.
Yeah, kinda. Now he might come out with the James Bond or the Men in Black suit. He might come out with the Men in Black.
Yeah.
With the shit with the light,
with
light.
the
Yeah.
half dancers
Whatever.
behind him and all that.
Cash, who was the idea to get the Coolio braids, man?
Oh no, so the braids were supposed to actually sit down. I did them so late. I woke up late to my fight, like literally, like I woke up late to the time, so they had to push me back a whole fight. They had
I
to push me
noticed
back
that.
a fight.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
they had to
Yeah.
push me back a fight. They got so mad at me. I can't be doing that. But nevertheless, I woke up and was like, oh crap, I gotta go. I had my Dewey on, but it wasn't on long enough, and she put so much edge control because she didn't want it to like fall out, that she put
Yeah.
so much that I needed more time for it to sit down so it could actually lay down. So I didn't even see what my hair looked like until after the fight. And then as soon as I got to the back, my girl was like, "We're taking this shit out right now." She was like, "We're taking it out right." Her dad was like, "Nah, you should keep it," and she was like, "Nah, we're cutting it out right now. Taking it off right now." So
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Hey, if you guys don't mind, can I chime back in real quick? Can I
Yeah,
Yeah,
do
can I
your
like
yeah,
thing,
ask him
champ.
like
Do
rip
your
out?
thing.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
yeah.
go
Do your
ahead.
thing. Do your thing.
All right,
All right.
all right.
All right, Cash. All right.
Floyd to be right back after these messages. You heard?
Let's
Pick
get
up
right
some
into it.
appliances.
Speaking of Cash,
My
let's
boy's
talk
at,
about the car he was on.
He's at Best Buy spending some of that check that
Yeah,
just
yeah,
cleared.
some
you
He
heard?
about to
appliances.
get
You know?
he about to buy that 90-inch so he can look at his performance. Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Let's get to it though, man. This
Yes.
past weekend we had
Oh, yeah.
a doubleheader featherweight championship
Yeah.
down in Verona. The Maniac was there live and
yeah.
direct,
Oh, yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
Maniac, it's on you, man. Ray Vargas against what you call my man over
Ford,
there.
Komatov.
Komatov.
Otabek.
WBA
Odor Beck Komatov.
featherweight championship was on the
Molotov.
line. Top Rank against Matchroom Boxing. Eddie versus Bob. Yeah, this is what we like to see.
Oh, hold on. Let's talk about that good four-corner fit you was rocking.
Yeah.
Stop playing with him.
Let's talk about it.
Stop playing with him.
Listen,
it was
man.
fresh.
Listen, man. Look, listen. It ain't bragging, man. Look, four corners. We got that drip, man. That's just what it is.
Team Cash was dripped out.
Yeah.
saw the
Maniac was dripped out.
Yeah, man. That's all we gonna do. When it's fight night, you gonna know four corners in the building because we come correct. And I had to do
Place
that.
your order.
Listen,
get
man,
yours.
come holler at us. We get you right. We get you the opposite of left, man. We get you right. You know what I'm saying?
Sweatsuits, tracksuits, windbreakers joints.
What up, everybody in the chat?
Smash
What up?
that
What
like
up?
button. Shout out to everybody in the chat rocking with us, man.
Yeah,
Y'all
man.
know what it is and who it is. It's 15 rounds of boxing. Live and direct Wednesday night. Maniac, get to him, man. Put your apron on, bro.
Listen, you already know we in the kitchen. And let's get right to the main event. And that's going to get a man, oh man.
Man, oh man.
Listen, when we talk about dog, right? These two fighters, right? One had the leash on the blue corner, one had the leash on the red. And them corners, once they took them leashes off, it was just two dogs in there.
Let him loose.
And Otabek, man, Komatov, the Uzbekistanian, and I've said
dude.
this before, they tough, but the problem with them, they fade. Like a prime Jordan. They just fade away.
Word.
And that's
They all train with Joel Díaz.
and all of them, all the
He got all of
Uzbekistanians,
them.
he got like 12 of them. And they all train with him.
Listen,
You're the whole
the whole
country.
country goes to Joel Díaz.
And they
first
tend
dibs.
to do the same. Listen, two southpaws, right? You got Ray Ford, man, the Savage out of Camden, Jersey. Kid from the dirt. I mean, Otabek
Jersey stand
Camden.
up.
Yes.
Listen, if you don't know what Camden is,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
He don't even got
great.
police out
It's the
there.
great.
That's not a place where you
He
want to
ain't
be.
even got a police force no
You
more.
out there at
They
night,
Yeah.
you better have clearances. You better have credentials out there.
Different.
You better have credentials.
different Camden. Shout out to
Look, man,
Camden.
it
Shout out to
was
Camden,
when you look at the fight, being there live, right? You know, Otabek, man, he was letting his hands go. Ray Ford was standing in the middle, letting him land 3-4 punch combinations. Not that they were at the time landing anything flush, but those
They
were
was
points.
landing, yeah.
And then he was going to the body, and he hurt Ray early.
the body.
I said, "Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
this is not looking good. Ay Dios mío." You know what I'm saying? I just didn't like what I was seeing. But once Ray, he said, "Let me go to the body." And I said these Europeans, these Eastern Europeans / Asian, like they don't like that.
They don't like the body.
They don't like that. And someone said, "Boy, who does like the body?" I say, "You're right, but you see the Americans and some of the
They
Caribbean
take
fighters,
that-
they take it a little better, right? These Europeans, nuh-uh. That's it. They don't want too much sauce on their ribs.
No.
Not too much
As
sauce.
bad
too
as
much
Triple
sauce.
G was, that was his weak spot.
Yes.
That was.
But again, that
They get the sauce on the
Eastern
side.
European, correct,
They
man.
want the sauce on the side.
And once Ray started going to the body, he started throwing these uppercuts. He started throwing a more consistent jab.
Uppercut.
Yes.
Yeah, you was
And-
talking about that.
Crazy.
And I've mentioned this before, guys. Sometimes some people get too caught up in the technicalities of boxing. Or this. At the end of the day, it comes down to who got the dog in. That's it. Who won it? Either you a dog or you not. Or you might be a dog, but who's the bigger dog?
Yeah, what breed?
Yeah. There you go. What breed? What
Breed.
kettle
Yeah,
you
there
come
you
from?
go, right?
You a
You a
mutt?
Chihuahua?
You a mutt?
You know what I'm saying?
You a house dog or you in the streets?
What are you?
You a Cane Corso, man.
Listen, man, and Ray Force said he was a blue-nosed pit bull.
Man.
And now, people, they want to say that they didn't like the stoppage. They say it's kind of controversial.
Nah.
I'm going to tell you personally,
He was decking your man around the ring.
When you
outta
running,
here.
when you
That's
running
it.
with your back turned,
all
if
the
that
way.
rope wasn't there, he would have
He would've
landed
ran
on
out.
Bill.
He kept
He
going.
would have landed on Barbaro.
Barbaro.
He would have landed
That
on.
nigga was going
He would have
straight to the
landed in
locker room.
somebody's
Straight to the
popcorn head
locker
first.
room.
Your man was like this.
Nigga
He was
was
going
gone.
back. He thought he was late for his flight.
He was looking like that.
Oh
Oh,
shit, my
He
team
like,
left
yo,
me.
my flight is leaving
your
me.
man was looking like that AOL sign. That joint was be streaming.
Yes.
And this is another thing too. Another thing with that too is we can't argue if the fighter don't argue.
Exactly.
The fighter didn't even argue.
He was too drunk.
He
man,
was
to
done.
argue.
He was
And
finished.
Worst case, all right, if I couldn't see it for, they should have gave him an 8 count. Understandable. But I'm okay with the stoppage because on top of that, Ray had hurt him
Before
that, he got
he
away.
went through
He
the
got
ropes.
away with
Correct.
Yes.
Ray kind of threw him, but he was going to the
Yeah,
floor.
yeah.
But he was hurt
Yeah, he
from
got
a
hit with that
punch,
hook.
man.
Yeah.
Look, man, just to sum up the fight,
It was
that
safety, man.
was a title fight.
Yes.
They were fighting for something. They were fighting for pride. And shout out to Alterbeck, man.
Word.
He fought
A
yo, listen.
good fight.
He put it all on the line.
He put it all on the line.
That's
And
right.
that's all you can ask from a fighter,
Exactly.
right? If you're going to lose, say, listen, I went out on my sheet.
And his stock is still up for that.
And it's
Yes,
exactly.
it is.
Still up.
Because a lot of people
wanna
not
see him again.
A lot of
we want to
people-
see
I wanna
him
see him.
again.
A lot of people not gonna want to see him at 126 after what
No,
Ray did.
they
They're like,
try-
yo,
Yeah.
that was tough.
Yeah,
I gotta
but
go
they-
through
they-
that fire too.
But then also
Yeah.
they're gonna have those fighters that, all right, well, they have Ray Ford's level. You want us to get through that? Let's see how
Got
you.
Alterbeck.
Yeah,
got
now
Alterbeck.
you gotta go through there.
Like his money, man.
Exactly.
Yeah. So look, man, shout to both of them. Now Ray has the belt at the WBA at featherweight, but he did mention
He's what?
that.
He wants to go
Apa arriba.
up to
Yeah.
130.
Where we're moving on up. Moving
Well,
on up.
we'll see what Eddie wants to do there,
Yeah.
right? There's tons of action at 126 right now, man.
And he
There's,
took some damage too,
Yes.
so he's gonna
did.
need some recovery time.
the cut was a headbutt.
Head was a headbutt. He said that
Yeah.
that weight cut got him though.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what going back to what Maniac said. That body shot that he caught,
Yeah, you saw it.
it's that weight drain.
Saw it,
If he
yeah.
was comfortable with the cut, it probably wouldn't have been as effective. But you know that weight cut, man. People got to understand when these fighters is doing weight cuts, it's serious, man. Your
But
life's
then
on the
again,
line.
right? This is how we always say. Even X brings it up all the time. What then? Then how much does the belt mean if you don't defend at least once? You know what I'm saying?
That's
like
true.
you won it
You want it.
in a great fight, great fashion, but you know, how
But
much does it matter? You know,
What I
does it
did
mean
like,
as much?
what I did like is he did call out the champions of that weight class. He said, "I'm willing to get, you know, a unification in with one of these guys." He said, "Lamar and his homie, he willing to get that going." He named.
You know
a
what,
good
Mo?
fight.
Hold on. Not
That's a
to
good
cut
fight.
you
That's
off.
a good fight, yeah.
What you thought of the fight? What's your thoughts?
Oh man,
I want to hear everybody.
I love the fight. Listen, I like Ray Ford. I've been talking about him. He's an underrated fighter, and I'm
Yes.
glad that he got the respect he
Yes.
deserves, man.
Yes.
I'm glad he got the respect he deserves.
And humble kid.
And a humble guy,
kid.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And he went out there and he fought a dog. Like you said, these guys from the European countries that they come, Uzbekistan, they're no slouches, bro. They're gonna come in there, they're gonna
Killers,
die.
man.
They fight bear cubs. They
Listen.
fight bear cubs.
It's killed to be killed
You
when it
know,
comes to them. And he
they-
went out there.
They tussle with tigers and ligers.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah,
fly some tigers
they
in
get
bed.
guns at 8 years old.
You know?
Jasmine Sullivan.
And he went out there and he handled business. And it's the crazy part is I watched the fight today.
Okay, Timothy
Yeah.
Stoudemire, what it do,
What
y'all?
up?
Yeah,
the last
yeah.
50 seconds
Buzz.
of the fight, of that 12th round, is when he turned it up.
Yeah.
I said, bro, he did that in under a minute. Because they had
With 8 seconds left,
that
bro.
was crazy.
He
Yeah.
basically won at the buzzer.
Yeah,
That's how
buzzer
you
beater.
do
that, man.
So it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yo,
It's
what
like a movie.
Because those last, the championship rounds, 10, 11, and 12.
12,
is
11
when
and
they
12.
was
They
going.
was
Yeah.
going.
They was
They was
going.
going. They was
Yeah.
going.
And, you know, what more can we say, man? As us being fight fans, man, this is the type of
Absolutely.
boxing that we like. Never, he didn't
100%.
run, he didn't back down when the odds was against him, and he was down on the cards.
Yes.
Which I was surprised with
He
those
would have lost that
scorecards.
fight.
Bob ain't
Yo,
Yeah.
what you
Bob
say,
ain't
X?
let you leave
Bob
that
ain't letting you
You're
leave
not
that
winning the card with
arena.
Bob.
Not with
Not
his
with
sighting,
Bob.
not on
Bugging.
his show.
Listen,
You
two
gonna
of
literally have to.
listen,
you gotta literally
gotta
have to
knock
take
a
this.
ninja out.
two of them judges got an envelope because they was ready. They was ready to.
The envelope
It
is
wasn't
there
close
before
fight.
the
It was a
fight.
close fight.
But down on 2 of the
Those
3.
cards was crazy. The
and
numbers.
the card that he was up on, he was up by a
At
point.
one point, he was down. What?
Two
three
cards.
rounds, right?
One round they had
cards,
him. One
like
round
2
they had him
points, 3 points
down.
on each card.
One round they had him. I think one card they had him down 6-3, 6-3 or 7-3. Another card he was down like 8-2. Bro, he wasn't gonna win that fight.
No, he had to win the
That's
stoppage.
what you call great,
Just like
bro.
Oshaki against Rocky Hernandez.
So what y'all think? Uno X,
Uno.
man. What y'all think of that?
Uno.
Yo, the fight was crazy. Great fight, man. Shout out to both fighters. Like we said, we appreciate the competition.
Love it.
And that's championship level boxing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Man, Ray Ford, he's a tough one, man. He's a tough one. And you know, it's crazy. The fight was reminiscent of Osaki.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you can see, sometimes you see watching Ray and it's like, he had to get that, he had to dig deep.
Dig
Pause.
deep,
Yes.
bro.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And more so than Osaki, I think, because that fight was, you know, it wasn't that.
Like he said,
I think
that's
he
not
was
his
up on
home.
One of the cards.
That's
still.
not his home turf, and
And
that
was
ain't
it-
his. That ain't
But
his promotion.
even with that, with Osaki though, I don't think the judges had it going against him as much as they had it against him.
him.
You know what I'm saying? So he needed it even more so, I think, with Bob being Bob's champion and them having him down on the cards. Like, that was a necessary knockout.
Another person we give shout out to, man. Shout out to Ray Ford's Coach Anthony.
Oh, yeah.
Bro,
Kept it
when
funky
he was
with him.
telling him in that corner,
Kept it funky with him.
That's how you
gotta
do
keep
it.
You gotta
he
keep
said,
it
yo,
funky.
stop playing and stop bullshitting,
You gotta
bro.
keep
Go
it
out
funky
here
with him.
and put the hands on him and let him
that
fly.
was almost like
let him fly.
dude with Ward when Ward was fighting Kovalev.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean? He had to let him know. Hunter.
See, that's
Virgil Hunter.
Listen,
yeah.
Virgil
man.
Hunter, shout out to Virgil. You had to let him know. Like, listen, stop playing with your food, man.
Yeah,
These are
yeah.
fights I
saying?
love to see, man.
Shades of,
as far-
Angelo Dundee and Ray Leonard.
Yeah, you know what I'm
blowing
saying?
it, kid.
You're
blowing it.
Go.
But yeah, the fight was a great fight, man. Very competitive to the final moment. It was great action. Ray Ford, I think I want to see a little bit more of a jab. More behind the jab. Not that he don't have a jab. I just want to see a little bit more behind
Correct.
it. You know what I'm saying?
Consistent.
Yeah,
And he got a good jab.
Yeah, he
He's
got a good jab. When it lands,
Yeah.
it's, you know what I'm saying? But the setup part of it, you know what I'm saying? Use it to get something. Like, at times he was throwing them one-hitter quitters. You know what I'm saying?
was.
Sitting down on his punches, which is good, but I think he could have got to him earlier a little bit better if he wasn't so worried about, you know, just one jab.
punch.
More punches being thrown.
Because homie had a high guard, though, too.
Yeah,
He had
that's
that
what I'm
nice
saying.
high guard.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. And he was expecting
And he was letting his hands go.
those-
Expecting those, but not expecting that body work.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So as far as that goes, them uppercuts, like X said, was crazy. I mean, I see a lot of fighters, man. A lot of uppercuts wasn't so normal,
Now?
right? Like these uppercuts
Gonna
are
be watching
becoming.
Tyson, man.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
watch
it was
Tyson.
a few in between.
Navarrete
Navarrete got the triple uppercut.
got the
Ain't nobody.
signature.
Yeah.
He has the
Mike
lead
Tyson punch
uppercut.
out.
Marquez had a
Yeah,
crazy
Marquez had an
uppercut.
uppercut too.
He used to jab uppercut with
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
But it was
You
a
don't know
solid scrap. Shout to Ray Ford, man, for like I said, digging deep in that final round and final seconds.
Copy.
And even having the wherewithal
Legend
to go for
RSK,
it.
what it do,
You know what I'm
legend.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
like a quarter could tell you something, but he went for it though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
you
got
gotta-
it done.
He listened. He listened.
And we
Yeah.
always listen, man. I've always said it, and that's what you got to do, right? I mean, to me, it's common sense. Listen, man, it's my opportunity. Why I'm gonna just if he knocked me out, he knocked me out.
I'm
But I
taking my
gotta take the
chance.
risk, right? I gotta jump off the fourth floor. Listen, man, if I break my ankle, I break it. But I ain't gonna let this fire burn me here.
Yeah, I'm out the window.
I got out the
I
window.
seen
I got a
enough
better
action
chance
movies.
of
I-
living,
I think I'm
jumping,
supposed to tuck
than
and
me
roll at the
staying
bottom.
here.
You feel me? I think this is how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Let's see.
Lord, take the wheel.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's life. No risk, no reward, man.
That's a fact,
That's
bro.
the bottom
Brother
line.
X, what you thought?
Congratulations to Ray Ford.
Yes,
man.
sir.
Yes, sir.
He closed the show
Yes.
like champions
Yes.
do. Like real champions do. Good fight. Komatov,
Otabek,
Otabek.
Komatov.
would love to see him again. Can't wait to see him again.
Absolutely.
Respect the both fighters.
Yeah.
Big win for Eddie over Bob.
Yeah.
Eddie
Another
is-
one on the tally
Yo,
board.
No.
No, this
He
is-
ain't
this
he
is-
ain't had a win on Bob
Yeah.
in a minute. Like
This
bitches
is-
don't,
championship
bitches don't get
for
wins
a
on
belt?
Bob's like
Championship,
that.
bro. A
Not on
championship
Bob's
fight?
time.
Yeah, it's been a
Other
while.
promoters really don't.
Not on Bob's watch.
Bob has a winning record against
Everybody.
against
Not on my
Al,
watch.
against Eddie. This was a big one, and like double the credit to Ray because he wasn't gonna get this on the cards
At all.
So he brought that title. He's taking that title back home to the zone boxing, matchroom boxing. We seen Ray at the Garden.
Yes.
I'm saying we've done interviews with Ray. We
Cool
spoke with
dude,
Ray.
man. Cool dude.
And if the move is to 130, then the move is to 130.
Yeah.
Listen,
If
he in the record
sticks
books.
around, we saw the co-main event, another featherweight champion,
Woo,
IBF
let's
featherweight
talk about
champion.
that.
El Venado, Lopez. And that's a great
That's a good fight,
unification
too.
matchup. Lamont Roach, that's a good unification matchup.
Well, isn't Roach the WBA at 130?
At 130.
At
So
130.
No,
if-
excuse me. Yes.
Yeah, at 130.
He's WBA at 26. Yes. It's who you guys?
Yeah, Roach.
You got
Roach.
Roach.
No,
is
no,
at
no. But
one-
who's the champions at 26? It's
It's
Ford,
Vargas,
Ray Vargas.
Venado.
Lopez,
and I think it's
It's Ford, and it's one more person
the
we missing.
WBO?
I got you right now. WBO.
It's homie that beat Cuba. The Mexican dude that beat Cuba.
Rafael Espinoza.
Rafael Espinoza. There we
Rafael
go.
Espinoza.
Espinoza. That's when
Yes,
we was missing.
yes. So-
Rafael is on his way to a rematch with
Which is gonna be a
Ramirez.
goodie.
Ramirez. So
Which, I can't wait.
Venado
Ooh.
Lopez.
That was a good fight.
That's top rank. That's
Yes.
a unification over there with whoever
Chapo,
becomes
what up?
champion again, right?
Yeah.
Ray Vargas is fighting this week. He's
Yeah,
fighting on
Ball.
Friday against
Nick
Nick
Ball.
Ball. He's over there at
Undefeated.
the zone. I don't know if he's signed with Eddie now. I don't know what's going on. But if Nick Ball picks up that chip, that's Eddie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
You'll have 2 of the 4.
you have 2 of the 4. So the mix is the
Yeah.
pot is stirring over there at
Yeah.
126.
But you know,
It's
too,
marinating.
Ooh.
if Ray Savage won it, right, he can ask to be elevated, right? So if he even vacants, he says, listen, I want to go to 130 and fight Roach. And if they approve it, then
That
it don't
can
matter
happen,
who's
but-
Lamont's mandatory, he'll get the automatic.
The easier fight though
Yeah.
is Cordine, which is
Cordina.
matchroom boxing.
Cordina, right?
But we hear that
Lee Wood.
Lee Wood is supposed to no, Lee Wood vacated the title
I want they fought
that
for
Ray
it.
fought
Yeah,
for.
we know
Lee
that's
Wood,
why.
you want to come back to featherweight and
Nah,
win
he
for
can't.
it?
He can't come
back.
He ain't going back
They,
down
they
there.
talking Josh Warrington rematch for a minute. They was talking about
Nah.
that early this year. Then they scrapped it. They said they couldn't get a proper date or an arena, some shit like that.
Okay.
But if you want to rematch Josh Warrington and you don't have the title no more, then go regain your title for a third time and fight Ray Ford if that's possible.
That
If
makes
not,
sense.
then everybody's chasing Cordine at Matchroom
Yeah.
over at 130.
And then also with Warrington, you gotta understand with Warrington, that's a bag though too. Like championship or not.
That's,
Yeah,
that's,
and he-
that's
and he-
money
and
down
being the
there,
history
yeah.
between
and
them,
if-
yeah.
and
And
he
the UK,
fight, and he
Ray
fight
Ford,
in
Josh
Europe.
Warrington, huh?
Yeah.
Make
Yeah.
your first defense over there if he can
Yeah.
make 126 some more.
Yeah, I listen.
Eddie
I know,
says he can't.
I say it like this. Look, I get it. Uno, you mentioned about you get the strap, ready gonna vacate. And it's like, damn, you're right. You want to see at least 1 to 2 defenses before we see
Chapo.
a fighter either vacate it
He's
or
rocking
move
that
up
force.
and vacate it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but if that's gonna cripple him,
Yeah, definitely don't wanna
staying
do
at
that.
1
And
to
healthy,
then
go
go,
up.
up. Yeah,
Definitely
go
don't
up
wanna do
because
that.
I don't want to see Ray Ford lose, not because the fighter was better than
Just
him,
because he wasn't-
His body isn't ready.
He just
Yeah.
couldn't take it. So just go to 130.
And that's the chance
Gotta
he'll
trust
take.
the
healthy.
fighter. Gotta trust the fighter.
Yeah. So
Ray
let's go.
Ford, shout out to you again. Congratulations to the team. Let's move on.
Hit the
Round
like button,
three,
people.
we already
Appreciate
hit
y'all.
Round 3.
Yeah,
Round
'cause
3 and 4, both in one.
Yeah.
Co-main event, Maniac. Once again, you was down there. You was live and direct,
Yes.
front and center, and this is one of your favorite fighters out there right now as well.
Yeah, El Venado, man. I said it on my preview. I said he's on the killer streak. He like Jason in part 2. You know, he just killing, man. And this dude, yo, Venado, he fight like a 12-year-old fighting his 16-year-old brother. He just swinging and just sliding.
Haymakers? Haymakers
is-
galore,
but-
bro.
But like I said, there's a method to his madness.
Yeah.
You understand? That's by design. That's not because he lacks the fundamentals. That's just how he fights.
He's
And
ready
it
to kill,
works
he
for
kill.
him.
It works for him.
And it works for him. And I'm telling
He's
you,
unorthodox. Like
very
you
unorthodox.
don't know. Like Navarrete, who leads with
Yes.
an uppercut.
Yeah.
He's a little Navarrete.
He's baby Navarrete.
He like Lopez goes out his way to be
hurt
unorthodox.
you, like,
you know
He
what I mean?
likes it. And it's so it gets to the point where you start to laugh. You're like, yo, man, who taught this dude how to fight?
Sooner or later, he
He's
got.
fucking
Right?
up, yo.
But then you say, oh man, this dude just putting dudes that me night.
Yo,
Third defense of his IBF
Yeah.
championship.
What tell you about Elvinado?
watching
talk
him,
to him.
I'm like, yo, I'm just waiting for him to step out into the drunken master defense. Like,
Yeah.
that's how I'm
It's
like,
coming.
he be ready to do,
Look,
bro.
Venado, what's gonna make him tough to beat is, very, like you said,
You gotta
he's
have
very
some
awkward.
fucking cojones.
And you're gonna have to walk through the fight.
12 rounds, man.
Right? I don't
go
care
through
how good your foot, right? Because listen, ain't nobody Mayweather in this era.
No.
So I don't care who you are. When you fight a fighter like that, there's nobody at 126, at 130, there's gonna just outbox El Venado the whole night. It's not gonna happen. Nobody possessed that skill set. You're gonna have to
Put them
sit
paws
down
on him.
and trade. And like I said, we mentioned the Benavides. We mentioned Better Beef. I don't care who you are in those divisions. If you're gonna beat those guys, you're gonna have to trade at one point. Like we said, what is that called? Going through the fire. Now,
flame.
either the fire's gonna burn you and kill you, or you're gonna get through the fire, get burned, but you're gonna survive. That's on you.
You're gonna get some scars.
And you don't want to play with fire.
bumps and bruises.
It's something you
Up
don't
to
want
you
to
how
play
many
with.
degrees.
That's Venado. Another
you
good
go.
performance.
There you
Look, Raya, Abe, or Abi. These again, Japanese. These Asians are very similar to the Europeans. It's hit and miss, but they tend to fold quick. That dude, he got microwave.
He was just
That's
basic.
it.
It was
He
just
a hot
that was-
pocket.
He was basic,
They
bro.
treated him like a
Yeah,
hot
basic.
pocket.
preview, you said we gonna find out if he's gonna get microwaved.
Yeah.
And
He got
Yeah.
microwave.
fried,
Yeah.
man.
He said
Real
like this.
quick.
He put it. He said, "Right, hold on." Beep, beep, beep.
Yeah, he was a hungry man.
Yeah,
hungry
he was-
man.
He was a hungry man, did it? He
hungry
walked
man.
away, took a shower, came
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
He went. He changed the
plastic
channel.
back.
Yeah,
You know what I
listen.
mean?
He tried. Abe tried, but
Credit Dave,
yeah,
right?
yeah. He tried, but listen,
He
man.
went for his.
Venado right now to me is I wouldn't probably say the best fight at 126, but I say the most dangerous because of
His
what he
wickedness,
possessed
yeah.
and his awkwardness
Non-stop.
and his ability again, the stamina. Right, we know these Mexicans, bro. They can fight 20
He's a fighter.
rounds.
You gotta make him respect you. Like
And
you
he got
gotta
a
hit him
mean
with some
streak.
shots. Like okay,
he got a
mean
let me
streak.
slow down a little
He
bit.
do.
But if he know he got you on the leash, it's over.
But it was definitely a good performance by him. You know, mate. Now he's, I believe, 3-0, entitled to fights, 2 knockouts. So listen, man.
4-4. He won the title, and this is his third defense.
Third defense.
4-0.
There you go.
4-0
So,
in title fights. He's defending the title, right? Like we say. He's staying active.
Yeah.
Dude is entertainment.
yes.
He's down to get snuffed. I'm going to snuff you right back.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And he's a showman. He's a showman of
Yes.
his own, you know?
Yes.
He's ready for action. Him and El Tren Ramirez were on a collision course.
Damn.
Eventually, Ramirez lost his strap in a war, right? Because he's a Cuban who likes to bang as well. He's not running. He's going through it with the Mexicans right now. You know, Espinosa took the title from him. They're gonna run it back. I want to see Venado against whoever wins the rematch there. You know, maybe that you can if Cuba could get his belt back, then you see there's a trilogy there. But put that on hold.
Yeah.
Let's get this unification
Yeah.
going.
Look, what is that? Three of the 4 straps are held by Mexicans at 126.
Yeah, they on the van page right
Yeah,
there.
and you know, El Venado mentioned that he want to visit Area 51 because there's somebody there he want to visit.
He looking
his
at
name
property?
is his name is
He's waiting for him at
he's
one.
waiting
yeah.
for somebody a visit.
He's
waiting
in
for
the
him
way.
up?
He
Yeah.
want in
Come
the
up?
way to come up.
You waiting for him to come this hood?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
That's not the
Venado-
dude you want to visit,
Yeah,
man.
I don't
Listen,
know if
leave that
Venado
man
is
alone.
gonna be
'Cause
there.
he not pulling up in the car. It's gonna be a UFO.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
the
saying?
beam.
And all electricity on the block gonna go out. You know what I'm saying? And then all you gonna see is that white beam. You know what I'm saying?
Leave,
You don't wanna
leave,
do that.
leave those Area 51
wanna
guys
do
alone,
that.
man.
Area
Don't
51 is
wanna do
gonna get himself. He's about to get his feet wet with the Mexicans now. He got Luis Neri on board. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
That's
he's
a
been
test.
beating up everybody
All across
over.
Japan.
Yeah,
He's
all
like,
across Japan.
He gonna fight the Tokyo Dome.
He been beating up the
That's
Filipinos.
major.
You know what
Crazy.
I'm saying?
Mike Tyson fought there.
Yeah.
Wasn't
Mike
that
Tyson
with
got
Buster
knocked
beat
Yeah,
him?
that's what Buster
Yeah,
beat
that's
Tyson.
Buster.
Buster, man, that got history there.
Listen,
And he's a rock star in
Oh,
Japan.
oh,
You know,
no,
he's a rock
yo.
star in Asia, and Japan is home.
Yeah,
definitely.
That's what he do.
legend has it he don't even walk on the street. They just carry him everywhere he
Probably.
go.
You know, he
They
weighs
They just
like,
carry him like a chariot.
he's like 120.
I like they was carrying Ryan though.
We
Yeah.
don't
speak his name.
Nah, man.
Don't drop me. Don't drop me.
Let's move on. You know what? As a matter of fact,
Next-
Uno,
next-
what you thought of El Venado, man?
Hey, man, another great performance. It was easy work.
Yes.
Easy work.
Yes.
You know,
Stay
it wasn't
busy.
really challenging. Always entertaining, though.
Yeah.
You know, and that's another thing to do. That's another thing to talk about because, you know,
Let's
when you
talk
fight some of
about
these
it.
fighters, right? They fight down to their competition.
That's
Yes.
right.
You know?
Nah.
And they fighting this dude that may not be on the level of, and then their performance is lackluster.
There you go.
And then they get mad at us when we call out their performance.
Correct.
And not the nigga that, we ain't worried about that nigga.
Nah.
It was up to you to make the performance.
Correct.
See what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you got to appreciate dudes like Avenado that even when he probably knows
This was like
what he could do to this fighter, how he going, all right, well, since I could knock him out, let me knock him out flashy. You know what I mean? Let me dance. Let me do this.
You a
Let me-
lunchable? You a lunchable?
Exactly.
You know what I'm
You gonna
saying?
get treated like
Not a
that.
full course meal.
Exactly.
Nah,
Like, I don't gotta
definitely.
sit down with my utensils here. I got no knives.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
came with plastic fork. You know, one of the
Correct.
fork joints with the napkin comes
Yeah,
inside
yeah,
of
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Pop
He
that
didn't
joint.
even have a. He had a
Salt in there.
He had a sport.
Yeah.
All of that shit was right
The
in
joint,
there.
the
Fine.
He
joint
had a
they give
sport.
you.
He didn't have a fork. It was a sport.
The joint they
Exactly.
give you on BBQs when
Exactly.
you order
Like,
to
They
go.
knew this shit wasn't gonna be. This shit was gonna be quick. You know what I
was
mean?
light work.
But what he did, he still took out the salt. You know what?
Yeah.
Fuck it,
Put a little
some-
salt on his
some
sushi.
pepper.
He
Yeah.
made it entertaining.
Use this fork. You know what
He
I
put
mean?
salt on his sushi.
Yeah,
salt on
man.
his
You
sushi.
know what I'm
He's
saying?
Japanese, hey.
Yeah,
They
cook them
sushi.
up real
Listen,
quick.
hit him with that pique. You know the wasabi?
Yeah.
You got wasabi?
Yeah.
Let me get extra
Yeah.
Show you that
wasabi.
pique, you heard?
Easy. So I mean, it wasn't really a fight for us to judge his skill off of.
Nah, not at all.
But as far as entertainment goes, he stays entertaining, and we see he don't play with his food.
No.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, I'm not even going to risk it. I got no time to play with this dude. Who are you?
Yeah.
You can't. All right, it's time to go.
You're not on my level.
Simple. You know what I'm saying? On to the next one. So shout out to Avenado. I just want to see him, like X said, let's get a unification going.
Yeah.
Let's get something more
I wanna see him fight
challenging. We
some
need
more-
the next
some
time
more-
we see him.
More caliber elite
Yeah,
guys.
next time
at
we
that.
see him, I think it's safe to say 3 defenses,
Yeah.
4 title
Four
fights.
title fights.
Yeah.
All right, so his next opponent, let's go. You know,
Yeah.
we need to see either that unification or let's see.
Somebody on
Yeah.
that championship list.
Yeah, because then we're gonna say he start bullying. He's bullying everybody.
He ain't got no problem with fighting anywhere. He is making his 3rd defense, and he was the co-main event. I ain't hear him complaining. You know what I'm
No.
saying? So you don't get no bickering and none of that from Venado Lopez. Get the fight. Let's go. And
I thought, and what was funny is I thought he was gonna be
gonna
the
be the main event.
main event. So
what
did
I'm
I.
saying.
No, it was Bob was plotting over there
Yeah, 'cause
with
he thought he had one.
Kimitov over
Bob
there.
thought he had one.
Well, you heard Cash. He woke up late to his fight, so he had to. They had to put him in the next. I wonder because on the list I say, "Yo, Cash fight next," and I'm like, "Yo, this ain't
Cash
Cash."
was getting his hair braided late, man.
Yeah,
Yo, Cash will be back with us in a second. Also, that card was full of undercards, cash flow especially. 11-0, picked up a unanimous decision, defending his WBC Youth Bantamweight Championship for the first time. Successful, and we looking forward to seeing him again. Your man Polanco.
Listen,
put the beats on my
all
man.
my Dominican people, listen, y'all
Put the
got
beats on my
one.
man,
Rohan Polanco Put respect on his name, man.
D-Man,
And
look.
Rayo, and Rayo.
Watch out
Rayo.
for him, man. I'm telling you, bro.
He picked up another
The
victory.
lightning bolt.
He not playing no games, man. He
Beat up my boy Tariq,
Oh,
man.
man, he did
Shout
him
out to
dirty.
my man
How
Rick,
he
though,
look?
you
How
heard?
he look, Maniac?
He did, yo, that was bad.
I said, Maniac, how he looking? He said he
man.
cooking him up.
Yo, I said he got his apron on. I said, nah, don't, yo, just please don't do him like that.
Straight, no gloves, and straight put his hands in the pot right there on him, man. You heard?
He
no mittens
he
in
didn't
there.
even, he didn't even put the song on him. he just threw him in there. I said, damn, why you gotta do him like that? I mean, look, man, he's so hard.
Yeah.
Bro, look, this is just my biggest take with the Dominican fighters, man. They always they reach
punch.
a certain level, right?
Man.
They just always like one fight away from being a star, like
something.
a household name. Right when they get to that point where they could be that,
Catch a
they
beat,
just
bam, boom.
But let's-
but eventually
One of them gonna
somebody's
break
gonna go through the cracks, right? It's just, and I like Polanco, man, because one thing is he let his hands go, right?
He was talking shit to Tariq
yeah,
while
he
pounding
said
him out.
trabaja. He said work.
Yo, he likes to get hit.
Yeah, and he's
That
tough.
might be a
He likes
problem,
that
bro.
shit.
He's tough, and I like that. And he went for the kill. I mean, he didn't get the stoppage, but
He dropped my
he
son,
dropped him.
Bad.
He punished
He got
him.
up. Yeah, he punished
And-
Nah,
him.
but Reek was twisted
He
off
got-
that.
Yeah, he did.
drunk.
Listen, man,
Yeah, he got
that's-
up off the floor and he was like,
those are the performance you want. I was undefeated against undefeated, right?
Yes.
And he and Polanco, it was with the
Jose, what
exception.
it do? Ebony D, what it do?
But let's give respect to the Dominicans because now we got
Jose
you
says
got
Dominican
Adamas.
fighters ain't shit, man.
You got
Yeah,
Dominican.
he's
You
Dominican.
got
Breaking
Ain't
through the
nobody
fucking
getting
crack.
you to no fucking
you got
cracks.
you got Adamas. We got Elvis Rodriguez. And what can we see with Polanco?
Yeah, that
You know what I'm
look
saying?
the dream. You know, he's Dominican, and he's and believe it or not, he's probably the most critical when it comes. I say,
Of
yo,
his
man,
fighters?
give your fighters a chance, man, because
Remember Joan
again,
Guzman? Joan Guzman got busy.
Joan
He held
Guzman
it
was
down.
the truth.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody could take that. Look, we're gonna see, man.
Time
will
will tell, exactly.
Time will tell. I like the Polanco kid. How he's gonna
Is it
become.
hype or is it real deal?
Correct.
Well,
We'll
gonna see.
he's under the best to do it.
Top
Barbarum. You know what I'm
Top
saying?
the time.
Yeah, they gonna bring him up right, and they gonna put him in those fights to see if he bout it, fool. You know what I'm saying?
Who else we had on the
Troy
day?
Isley.
The
The
Transformer.
Transformer.
He had a
More
one
than
punch
meets the
knockout,
eye.
man.
First fight under Bomac. Bomac was
Yeah.
active in Verona. He had
yeah.
Cash and he had Troy.
One punch knockout, man.
That
Troy
right hand,
Isley.
pow.
Yo, bang.
I like
Yeah,
what I
but-
saw.
Cash
So-
back up in here. Get him back in here. Let's
Let's see what he talk about with his new stablemate.
Yo, Cash.
Hey, yo, Cash.
You just bought that 90-inch TV, man.
I got
Yo, we were just talking about, we were recapping the cards in Verona, the fights. And we got up to Troy Isley. Man, that's your stablemate, man. What was your thoughts on his performance?
Wi-Fi's never been on. Can you hear me?
Got to change that Obama phone.
I got you.
Sorry.
Cash.
Nah, we on the road.
So
Yeah.
what was your performance on Troy Isley's performance, man? We know that's your stablemate now.
So, I thought Troy. I didn't really get to see Troy's fight. I'm gonna be honest with you. Be real honest.
All right.
Because after the fight, I had to change and all that. I saw a little bit, but from what I saw, it looked like he was just boxing good. You know, he fought a tough guy that, you know, like everybody knows. You know, who'd he fight? He fought Jason Rosario, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he fought.
He
Jason
fought,
Rosario.
and he did his thing.
That's what I'm saying. So I mean, look, it's just imposing on will on these guys, you know. So like, you know, Troy and you know me and all my other stable mates. I mean, we got a good team, you know. Troy is an assertive guy. He's very very strong fighter, you know. When he throws, he's gonna hit you, you know, or he's gonna at least intend to. So I say with that, throughout his boxing, I feel like that's probably what I'm sure what ended up leading to the knockout.
Yeah. He
Yeah, he finished
definitely
him.
boxed good, man. His punch placement was amazing.
I like what I
And
saw with him.
And he was in a tough fight in his last
yeah, he
outing.
didn't look too good his last fight.
He went at it with the Mexican dude that dude's been picking up little upset wins. He beat J Rock and he beat Coach Cal's
Oh,
boy
he beat
in OTX.
Truck Simpson.
Renzo Truck Simpson, and then he went to war with Troy Osley. Troy Osley got away in there with
Oh,
with the
that that.
victory, but he came back with a big knockout. Did
Yeah,
you,
So
Cash? Did you get to see the
that's
main
good.
event with
Knocking
Ray
that guy.
Ford?
I did seen it. I saw like six rounds, 7 rounds. I was because I after that I was in the hospital for my knuckle.
Oh, all right. So, Cash,
No,
let
no.
me
So
ask you this: who who you like watching now? Like, who you a fan of? Who you say, oh, whenever they fight and you like, oh man, I gotta watch this.
um I would say I'd say Crawford for sure.
Mm.
Um
You over there in the team now?
Now, yeah, I would say Crawford for sure. He's a great fighter, switch hitter. He's rangy. He got power. He can box. So I think he's the all around fighter. In my opinion.
What about Inoue? You like Inoue?
I watch Inoue. I watch a lot of Inoue. I think he's a good fighter. Nevertheless, that's gonna be my op at some point. So for sure,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Throw it
he
out
go.
there now. We
for
like
sure.
that.
So
But no,
basically, he's on the menu
he's on the menu, man.
eventually.
Eventually he's on the menu at some point in time. I gotta be Mando for for one of the titles or something like that, and then we have to get it down, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. You listen, man. You got the ability, Cash. You just gotta, just keep staying focused and getting better every day. That's what it's about. And the good thing that I see, man, that you're a fighter that listens. You're very humble. That goes a long way. And I could tell you willing to learn, man. And sky's the limit. Stay hungry. That's what it's about. Never be satisfied, man. Cause boxing, you could be better than your opponent. You could be cooking them for 9 rounds. You get complacent and bing, that one punch. We saw it in Yanquiel.
Yanquiel was boxing up Andy Dominguez, and in the 9th round he
Tell
got
me he wasn't.
cracked.
You
He
see
was
it.
holding on for dear life.
It happens. See
Yanquiel,
that's boxing.
Yanquiel, what's his name? What's his last name?
Yanquiel Rivera.
Rivera, right? Yeah. Oh damn, he
so
got
it take
clipped.
one punch.
No, he got rocked. He held it down, but like he was in control the whole
Yeah,
night.
he was
Yeah.
dominating Cash. I mean, he was cooking Dominguez. He had both his eyes almost closed. He looked like a newborn puppy, you know? and and then bang, he hit him. He got complacent. So, I see that in a lot of fighters. And you don't want to see that. Especially we don't want to see that with you, man. Because we want you to have that strap around your belt, man. And it's gonna happen. We gonna speak it to existence.
That's a fact. So,
Yes, sir,
Cash, let me
man.
ask you
And
a
new.
question.
And
So,
no.
so since Anyway's still on this, what about Cool Boy Steph? You still want to touch into those waters?
Of course, of course. Look. The thing about this, bro, like things take time. You know what I mean?
Going up.
But with these type of fighters and these type of people, man, I ain't worried about them. You know what I mean? Like I've been around a lot of sharks for a long time, and I know these guys. They're the top dogs at these weights. But I'm a young bull. And I
Yeah,
just with time and with the way I do it right, all I need is championship experience. That's all
That's
I
it.
would want before I fight any of these guys.
Well, you
Championship
with the right
experience.
camp for sure.
So that's all I need, man. Get those couple 12 rounds in. Know how that is to fight for a title, defend it. You get what I'm saying? That's all. That's all that comes with it. Cause with maturity and time, I'm sure I'll dominate.
I like that you said get the title and defend it. I like that.
Yes, not get it and
Like
leave.
that.
yes,
Not a
yes.
champ till you defend it.
Yeah,
Not a
yeah,
champ till you
yeah.
defend it.
What's next on our
So yeah,
Yo,
man.
Cash, man. Fight over. What's the meal, man? What's the meal that you always like to eat as soon as the fight is over, man, and
Yeah,
you done with camp?
when I met up with Cash, he was in the buffet, man. He was coming out the buffet. He like, yo, man,
Yeah, I
I'm
was
in this
coming out the
buffet.
buffet before the fight, before the fight. So I kind of just eat really whatever I like, whatever I feel like. See, like after I what do we eat? What do we eat?
After?
Yeah.
After your fight?
Oh yeah, we ate a burger.
What are we?
Yeah, we ate burgers.
Ah,
Oh yeah, we ate burger.
Yeah, we ate burgers and shakes. So I mean,
Burgers and shakes.
it's really whatever, you know. But I would say pasta. Oh yeah, and chocolate cake. But yeah, pasta I would say is my main thing.
What was going in?
Pasta. For-
Burger,
Oh
shakes,
yeah.
and chocolate cake.
Hell yeah.
That's
Hell
how
yeah.
you do it. 6 weeks of camp? Yeah, we getting right after this.
yo,
Yeah.
Cash. June is around the way. We
Yep.
know that Top Rank is in New York City.
Oh yeah.
I need you to make the call and tell them that's the card I want to be on next. You heard? Back to New York City, man. Puerto Rican Day Parade weekend because we know Top Rank is at the Garden.
Let's just say they were mentioning that to me.
You can't say that.
Let's just say that. So we'll
Okay.
There
see.
you go. You see?
Okay.
Let's just say, hypothetically.
Hypothetically, quote.
Hypothetically.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Got
Yeah, I
you.
mean, we'll see. We'll see what they got for me. We'll see how I feel. And getting closer to that date and just whatever dates they give me. Um, so it's really just we're gonna see. I mean that would be a good card though to be on June 8th. That's not so far away from now. Be able to get another fight check in too. You feel me? So, um, that'd be dope. That'd be dope, man. Be back in New York.
Yeah. Cash. Another thing. Who have you sparred with? Names. I mean, you don't have to tell us how the sparring went, because I know, you're supposed to keep things in the gym,
Yeah,
but
you keep it in the gym. Yeah.
yeah, but name me some
Um.
names you sparred. I know you sparred some
Um.
sharks.
Man, I spot a lot of people. Every time I get asked that, I feel like I blank. Okay, let me see. I sparred both the Maloney brothers.
Mm-hmm.
I sparred Kazuto Ioka. He's like the 115-pound champ.
Yes.
I think WBA or something like that. I sparred Tux the God Nyambar before he fought Gary Russell, so before he lost his title. Um,
Yeah.
Bar, yeah.
I sparred a DJ Krail when he had his IBF.
Okay.
Um, who else did I spar? I mean, I sparred like basically every prospect that you see, in top rank.
Yeah,
Um,
and the Vargas brothers.
oh, I sparred, bro. I only spar Amado and Emmy. I don't spar Junior. Junior's Junior's 150 something.
Junior's too big, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's too big. But I sparred both of them. Last time I
And you and
sparred Emmy.
Emiliano always working out together. Always, you guys always posting
Yeah,
up out there in the gym
we hella
together.
cool. We always I'm finna link up when we get back from LA. Just work out and stuff. But I'm getting back in the gym tomorrow, man. I can't be waiting.
Yeah,
You know what I
me too.
mean? I be just getting bored when I ain't training.
Yeah,
That's
no
what you
idle
talk
time.
about.
No idle time.
No idle time,
Yeah.
man. So whenever they give me the call, I'm gonna be like, boom, make it happen.
Yeah.
Say,
Go ahead. X.
saying that, like you get bored when there's no training, when there's no fight dates. Last year, due to injury, it was a slow year. How did you handle that, and what kept you motivated?
Really, it was just me. I was training a lot though. I'm not gonna lie. I was training like, it was like, okay, I'm training for a camp, and then I don't know if I'm gonna fight, and then that like that kind of thing. So because it was the first half of the year I didn't fight. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so the first half of the year I didn't fight. So it was just me just staying in shape. So I wasn't. I mean, it sucked because like I went from 5 fights to 2 fights, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't as exciting. I wasn't getting like these fights in, but I was just handling out my life stuff, you know. Feel like God put it in that space to where I can only fight two fights a year, so I get everything I need to get done, all the stuff that I need to be in order to get in order, without me having to also focus on the fight. And then now that I got everything in order, it's go time now, New year, new me.
No, definitely, because now you're entering a point in your career where, like you said, it's go time. You should be fighting for eliminated soon. and then for a title. So this is where it's getting serious now. Now you're about to be a contender opposed to a prospect.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and like you said, Top Rank told you it ain't gonna get easier, and you don't want nothing to be easy.
Nah, I don't. I don't. Look, you take risks, you get rewards. You
Mm,
know, um, and the bigger the risk, the bigger reward. So, I
mm,
mean, look, man, I'm going for the treasure. So, I mean, I got to do what I got to do. Whatever I got to do to get to that, it don't matter.
definitely.
Make it happen.
But also Cash for your, I mean, maybe for your next fight. If you're gonna be out in Vegas training, man, we might have to take a stop out there, man, and do one of our gym trenches out there and get a workout in with you if that's possible, man.
All right, for sure, man. I mean, if you guys make it out here, especially before that, like when I'm not like super locked in, you know, um, and even then, we can still chop it up, yeah, just let me know, guys. We'll get it in. I'll show you how
Yeah,
I train and
we
what
could
I do.
spar, man. We could spar you a little bit. Just
No, listen, that's something. That's
Make
something
it-
I wanted
Maniac,
to do.
Maniac want to spoil
Yo,
you.
listen.
All four of us
We recorded.
against
I'm recording.
Cash, round by round, man.
Listen, Cash, I'll take it easy on you, all right?
Now we'll
No,
do
that's
we'll do
something I've been wanting to do. I want
what
everyone else to get around in with Cash, man.
What
right.
you
We'll
want to
do
do?
we'll do
Handicap?
8 ounces. No, eight ounces, no headgear.
Oh
What?
shit, Cash.
Yo, yo, man.
Yo, Cash, I got a family, bro.
y'all be bigger
Yeah.
than me too, so I'm
Listen, you from the
Yo,
Bronx?
this is
you
Uno,
better get on
right?
that.
So my contract gonna be like headgear, maybe 12-ounce drawn.
No, we got to fight with 16 ounce with a big
16
clamp
ounce.
glove.
I
No
want-
body
man.
shots.
I want
No body
headgear,
shots.
And
headgear,
I'm gonna wear
16
the-
ounces. Give me a
we're gonna wear
minute.
the body suit.
You gonna wear the
too.
body
Hey,
vest?
Yeah, we win the
And
whole
y'all
suit.
bigger than me too, so I ain't finna. I'm going. I'm
He
finna
going
tank.
all
Yeah,
out.
we gonna go
I'm
all
going to
out.
tank from the beginning. I'm straight.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I know.
Cash, we about the same, bro. Me and you about the same, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm gonna have to get the biggest one out the way first, and then handle it.
Oh, the heavyweight champ.
Pause, got soften them up.
Listen.
Hold it down.
Listen, I hold the pads, man. I hold the pads. I'm good.
Nah, definitely Cash, man. We would definitely we're gonna come see you. Where you living at? Vegas or LA?
Vegas, he in Vegas.
We in Vegas. I'm in Vegas.
Vegas. Okay, yeah, man. Definitely. We'll come out there, man, and we'll kick it with you, man, and get some footage.
Yo,
For
Cash.
sure.
Question, man. We got some big fights coming up this weekend right here. You got MMA and Ngannou against Joshua, man. How do you see this playing out? Who you think wins this fight?
Honestly, I'm gonna be very honest. This fight does not pique my interest in any way, shape, or
Yeah,
form.
good. There you go. I like that.
But I mean, Ngannou dropped Tyson Fury because Tyson Fury was playing too much, and I bet you didn't focus on camp, like he was just messing around. So, I mean, if Joshua don't beat him, man, it's gonna be bad, man. It's gonna be bad for boxing. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it's a bad look. It's a bad look.
Like, it's a bad look. Like, and God, I mean, a heavyweight, it kind of really just more relies on power. When you get more in there, you don't have to be like with lower weights. You have to be technical. You have to have a lot more, because power is not
Yes.
really there. It's not, we can't just like tap you and then you go to sleep.
Correct.
Most of the time. So, when it comes to heavyweight, you could just really you could chill and then catch them. I would say Ngannou has more of a chance than what people would say, but I mean, if I just see in the news or whatever that Joshua lost, I'm just gonna be tight. So
Yeah, it's gonna be a bad look for boxing, right, Cash? We're talking about a guy who fights MMA.
no,
He arguably beat Tyson Fury, right? He dropped him. Most people felt he won the fight. He won the
Right.
story.
right,
Now, if he goes and beats Joshua, he arguably beat two of the best heavyweights, right, of this generation, as they say.
that would suck, bro.
Exactly. That's
would
my
suck.
point. Exactly. That'd
would
be an
suck.
embarrassment.
I'd be so mad.
In his
First two fights.
Wow.
Bro, I got so many people texting me like most of the time when it's just like DMs or whatever, and just be like,
Boxing sauce.
"We
What up, baby?
backs and ass off," or you just see in the comments they be like, "This ain't MMA or whatever." Like it's always something like that. Like Man, it ain't always about it like that. And then you saw ESPN what they rank. The hardest sport is boxing.
Boxing,
Yes.
Boxing, number one, boxing.
Yeah,
So
by far. It's the only one you don't play.
That's
yeah.
a fact.
That's
That's a fact.
motherfucking right. It's the hardest.
No, no, and it's yeah. You know what? And being that you mentioned that, Cash, about this being, boxing being the hardest sport. One of the things that a lot of people keep out when it comes to fighters preparing for a fight is the mental capacity, right? We seen it going on with Ryan. What is the mindset? Have you ever been in a fight where you wasn't fully there mentally, but you still find the way to overcome that? Or so far, all 11 fights, you just been,
Locked in.
100% focused?
no, I'll say about like um I say the main one was that fight in New York. I wasn't the day my grandfather passed away.
His grandfather
Um,
passed.
Ah,
Yes.
I was already dedicating that fight. That's when I fought MSG. I was already dedicating that fight to a person that was near and dear to us. That's the reason I was wearing he was Puerto Rican. That's the reason I was wearing Puerto Rican colors. I was wearing a Santurce shirt. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like I was already doing that, and then so emotions, were a little high then, but I just like I'm gonna do it for him, you know, whatever. And then come to find out, I wake up the day of the fight, in the morning, I get a text from one of my sponsors saying, sorry for your loss, man, and I'm like keep your head up, champ, and do what you gotta do. I'm like, what the hell is he talking about, and then my dad comes in, calls me, and says, I gotta talk to you. I'm like, all right, I'm getting a little nervous now. I'm like, what are you talking about? And then my dad comes in the room and just tells me, Grandpa passed away. And it wasn't like Grandpa, like I barely see him and all that. Like I was real close to my grandpa, you know.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, yeah, he had told me. I found out before my fight, the day of my fight.
ooh,
Like I found out the day of my fight that he passed away. So you know, emotions were really high. He was really emotional. I never really seen him be like that. Um, and then I cried a little bit before, I walked out, and then I was just like, I'm just gonna handle business, because at the end of the day, the good thing about me is I could be going through the worst things, like life could be crumbling around me, and I still get the job done. At the end of the day, it's who's gonna get fed. You know what I mean? And
Mm.
boxing got no emotions. You know what I mean? Boxing's ruthless. They don't boxing don't care if you
It
sad.
don't
Boxing
stop
don't
for
care.
nobody.
Boxing don't stop for nobody. If I stop boxing right now, boxing won't stop. You get what I'm saying?
yeah.
So
Right.
Hmm.
so I go in with that mentality. Like I'm just going there to kill. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna come out with the W, and it's actually, if anything, it's a motivating factor. That things don't
Mm.
go right in life, but I still got this thing where boxing is always been near and dear to me, and always been good
Like
to me. So
like
I'm
a
like, I'm gonna just,
sanctuary.
yeah, I'm always do good by boxing. So I definitely had fights where I was like, I wasn't like in the perfect mindset, but you gotta do what you gotta do, man. Like that Ryan stuff. I haven't been tuning in. I don't really care like what he got going on.
Yeah,
I don't be on social media like that. I don't just be like, I'm like whatever,
yeah,
But I obviously it blew up so much that I kind of have to see it.
yeah,
And I don't know what the hell he's going on about. He's going on about like the Masons and like
yeah.
all this
He
shit
said
like
he
that.
got pictures of aliens and they held him down. Listen, he's talking some stuff, man. Look, it's you hate to see it, right? Mental illness is a serious thing, man. You never
Hmm.
want to see anybody. I had family, friends that went through, mental illness, and it's not a good thing, man. You don't, and even someone like Ryan, I don't know him as a person, but you don't want to see anyone go through that, and it just looks bad. Like he's getting worse by the day, and
Yeah,
it might be best for him to pull out this fight with Haney.
I think, but see, that's the thing though. You see how you're thinking like that. I think that's the reason he's doing that.
Ah,
So you got to think about it, bro. He knows he's losing to Devin. Come on, let's be real. Like as a fighter, you just know.
we all know that.
No, no, no. But you just know, right? You just. Huh? What's up, buddy? Huh? I'll read. Okay, I'll read you the book after the fight. Okay. I mean, after I'm done with this interview. Okay. Okay. Anywho, no. So it's like, and he knows he's gonna lose. I think he's just really just probably dawned on him, and then he's like, eh, let me just act like a nut job, and or let me actually just do whatever, and then I mean it's a weird topic to pick though, because people got murked talking about this type of stuff he's talking about.
But he's talking
Um,
crazy
no,
stuff.
he's talking about some dangerous stuff. Even Andrew
Yeah,
Tate
he's
was
talking
Andrew
about
Tate's like,
capital they.
no,
Yeah, they.
Andrew Tate talk like, hey, he like, chill out, man. They're gonna kill
Yeah.
your ass,
Seen what
man.
they
So
did to Tate brothers, right? Threw them niggas in jail for till
yeah,
they
yeah.
felt like it.
Andrew
Yeah,
Tate was on
yeah,
a
yeah.
call. He was on a call
Word
or
up.
something, and
Yeah, that
he was
clubhouse
basically like,
shit,
bro,
whatever it
like
was.
he was telling them like they could touch you, bro. They touched him, and Andrew Tate was like
Untouchable, damn
basically
it.
like untouchable. Like you know what I
Right.
mean? Like, bro, dude was like the number one person in like existence for a while. So like, um, he just let him know. I think he just picked the wrong topic to do that with. I guess he could just, or he could just be talking about some real stuff, and he's just doing it and using it as an excuse so he can get out of the fight. So people think he's crazy. He doesn't have to fight. He has a perfect reason why he's acting like a nut
Yeah.
job, and then moves on with his life. Um,
Yeah.
The
but I
world,
think he
man, you
needs a
never
fight. To
know.
be honest with you, I think it'll give more credibility to him, especially if he gives Devin a good fight. It's highly unlikely, but you get what I'm saying. Like he gives him a good fight, then it's like, okay, people be like, all right, well he's starting to fight real guys. He already got a blemish on his record. And to Tank and then Devin Haney, and those aren't bad blemishes. You know,
Yeah.
and then he'll make a retarded amount of money too. On top of that, he could
Oh
retire
yeah.
after that fight. Bro, this dude had a Micah Mary sponsor his last fight. Come on now. Well, not his last fight. Don't the Tank fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't he fight after Tank? He fought after Tank, right?
Yeah,
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 he
he
came
fought
back,
this
he moved up.
past,
He
yeah, this
fought. He
past
fought.
December.
He fought Duarte. He made him come up.
Mm-hmm.
He fought a smaller fighter.
Mm. Mm.
So let's see. Let's see what happens. I'm definitely expecting him to lose big time. So
Mm-hmm.
we'll
Imagine he
see.
beats.
Yo,
Hey, imagine he
Cash.
beats Devin. He beats Devin. His
Wow.
dude be
I
like,
mean, he has the equalizer, man.
no, he doesn't. I mean, he got that hook. You know what I mean? He got that
You got the
whipping hook.
power. You got the
You know.
power.
Mm-hmm.
I got the power.
Cash, have you we know you've been around. We've been around so many fighters. Tank, Devin, Shakur, Dale. Have you ever been around Ryan and got to see him work live in the gym?
Um, I've always seen Ryan around the amateurs and all that. I never really like got to be with him in the gym.
Okay.
But see, like me,
With,
like him, like me, I wouldn't choose to even if I had to. If it was an opportunity, I'd just rather train by myself. Like I feel like I feel like he played too much. You know what I mean? In my opinion,
Uh,
I just feel
Yeah.
like he gives me like he played too much vibes. Like
Yeah,
it's
he
okay
take
to
Don't
too
have
much
respect
fun.
the
serious.
sport.
I have fun when I'm training. You gotta have. I have fun in my fights. See, I'm smiling. I was talking in the fight. I have fun. You know what I mean? It's boxing. You gotta have fun. But like overdoing it is like crazy. Like I think with Ryan, he just gives me that and there's nothing against him. He just gives me like he plays too much vibes. And so and maybe he don't. But I just think some people got it, some people don't, and like the people I'd rather surround myself would be like the Crawford variant.
who's the hardest working man you've been in the gym and seen work?
Floyd, you heard me? No, you heard me?
Got it.
Can you hear me?
Okay, there we
Yeah,
go.
oh, that was it.
There we go. We
There
back
we
now.
go.
Yeah,
We
I cut
back.
up. Okay. Nah, Floyd.
Yeah,
Aside,
we good.
aside from Floyd Mayweather,
Oh, oh, I probably have to say I probably would have to say Core.
where we at? Where we at? Hold up.
Yo,
Little,
Hold
can you hear
on.
me?
It went out again.
yeah,
little technical
There we go.
there we go.
difficulties.
We good.
We
There we
Gucci.
go.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
I
heard
probably
you.
would. I
Sha-
probably would have to say Core.
Shakur?
Like,
Okay.
yeah. I probably would have to say him. I think anybody else is. I mean, there's a lot of hard workers though, bro.
Hold on a second, Cash. There,
Nope.
there we
There
go.
we go.
Yeah.
Who got the
Have you
Obama
have
phone,
you
man?
have you ever Cash? Have you ever sparred Shakur?
Yeah, I spot him like like 4 times, something like that.
Okay.
Some Yeah, 4 times. I gave him so much good work the first time that especially the first time that um because I walked up to him and I was like, let's get some work because I saw him. He was here for the Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury fight. I don't know which one, but
Yeah,
he was here for it. And I saw him at the gym, like literally just standing there by himself, and I was like, "What's up? Let's get some work." You know what I mean? And
yeah.
he was like, "All right." And then so I would say that we were supposed to spar like four we were supposed to go 4 rounds. We ended up going 8.
Damn.
So
Okay.
That's
uh,
what's up. We
you
appreciate the
know,
work.
it good work. Obviously, he's the most rangiest fight I ever fought. I mean, I ever sparred. So, but the dude's like 135 now. So
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's much bigger
I'm
than
not
you are.
proportionate, you get what I'm saying? But
yeah.
nevertheless, like, I mean, you get it though. Like, I would say that. Keyshawn's he also works really hard, especially from what I've seen. Um,
All right.
and it's just those top guys, they just work hard. I seen Raymond Ford, he worked pretty hard. Um, I sparred. I was his camp partner for one of the fights. I think it's like 2 fights ago, or like 3 fights ago. So now he's champion of the world. So you
Yeah.
know,
Good work with cash flow got him
There you go, man.
that. Feel me? Rubbed off on him.
Yeah, Cash, we might be touching down. We looking at the schedule right now. We might be touching down in Vegas in April, man. So we will be giving you a call if we
okay,
lock this in for sure. And we gonna
ah man,
pass by, man. We gonna pass by.
Yeah.
what we gonna do,
Ready
man?
for
We gonna
8
party or
rounds. Ready
what,
for eight
man?
rounds. You heard? We can do 4 if you want, but I'm ready for 8, man.
All right, man. Let's do. We're gonna do 4 ounce MMA gloves.
All right. Listen, man.
I say,
Listen, yo, Cash. I don't want you to. I don't. We don't want to make you do the Ren, the nomads.
Wow. Wow. Hey. I would.
They gonna hurt me.
Hey, don't let me do the what was it? Hearns Duran. Don't let me do that
Oh,
one.
Ernst
Oh,
Duran.
he put him face first.
Jesus. That was a nasty one.
Yeah, that was ugly.
yeah,
Nah, I'm not fighting y'all, man. Y'all too big. I just shoot y'all, man. I ain't doing that. Y'all too big,
When he
man.
in Vegas, remember?
Yeah, y'all too big, man.
Conceal.
Yeah. No, definitely, man. But again, Cash, man, thank you
Thank you
so
for
much
being
for
on,
your
my
time,
brother.
my brother. We
Definitely
really
appreciate
do.
you.
Yo, Cash, where could people follow you? Social media, you know what I mean? So you could get, let these people know the future champ of the world.
Scarlett.
Y'all follow me at Floyd Cashflow Díaz. That's the only thing we're gonna focus on right now. The Instagram. Um,
Yeah.
Floyd _ Cashflow _ Díaz. Yeah, just follow me from there, man. I want to say thank you to all my fans, all the people that support me in and out the ring. My woman, Zarina. Everybody that's just been in my corner. Really holding it down. So I appreciate everybody. Make sure y'all keep tuning in. The sky's the limit for me, and new soon.
And new.
Copy.
And new.
Yes,
Yes.
And the
sir.
new.
And
All
new.
right, my guy.
11-0, 3 knockouts, bantamweight prospect on his
Appreciate
way
you.
to contender,
Contender,
future
Champion
champion
of the world.
from Las Vegas, Nevada, from the Bronx originally.
Yeah,
X, baby.
yeah.
Floyd,
New way.
Cash
By way of.
By way of.
Diaz.
All right, my guy. Have a great night, you and
man.
your lady.
Yeah, stay safe, y'all.
Blessings, Cash.
All right, man.
Yeah.
All right.
One.
All right, man. Let's just run through this list
Okay, so
real quick.
Round. What
fire.
round? What round we at now?
Cashflow Diaz, y'all. Stay and follow him on Instagram. You know what he doing, man. Top ranked boxing. He's gonna be a future champion.
For sure.
Rocking 4 corners since day one. We
For sure.
appreciate you always.
Most
We're gonna keep
definitely.
that shit going and flowing. You heard?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just like his name. We left off at
Ngannou.
round 6. We're gonna run it right now. Round 6 and 7. Round 6 and 7 is all in one. It's Puerto Rico. It's Amanda Serrano's card that just went down. Amanda Serrano was not able to step in the ring Saturday night.
Wasn't clear.
It was an injury. Something went on. Something got into her eye.
Cornea.
A cornea.
Yeah.
We don't know exactly what happened, but we know that she was not cleared to fight by the Puerto Rico Commission. So the card was still ongoing up until the main event. Jake Paul was in the ring, and he picked up his second victory against a professional boxer. This is his 9th victory, 10th victory overall. Jake Paul with another first-round knockout. El Gallo de Dorado. You heard? El Gallo de Dorado le dicen.
They putting the battery in
Yo,
his
he
back.
got it.
But
He
this
got
is
it.
what it is.
Listen,
The bag,
battery or
and
no
he respects
battery.
the culture.
Let
They
me
love
tell
him
you,
down there, man.
he touching
They
the
love him.
culture. You hear me? Let me
They
tell
love
you
him,
something.
man.
Fight nights, we've done them all. Vegas, we've done New York, we've done the Staples Center,
Florida,
Texas,
all that.
Jerry's World,
Atlanta.
Florida, Atlanta, you name
Miami.
it, we've done it. Puerto Rico was a way different experience, man. And the
Puerto
love,
Rican.
yo, the love was ill, and Jake Paul's doing it. I ain't seen that many white people at a fight. Oh, no, listen, regular, just out there,
Just
not
out
not
there,
the
chill.
ones running the show.
Just
Yeah.
out there driving.
Out
the
there
execs,
rocking,
not the
You hear
execs.
me? Jake got them out. You hear me? He brings them out. Along with the man that they set a record in Puerto Rico, 1.5 mil. They broke the gate, biggest gate ever in
Shout out to that.
Early sale.
A
You know what I'm
businessman,
saying?
man.
Jake,
Yeah.
and a man that they continue to do it.
I
Like
gave that money back.
he set records in Dallas.
Nothing.
He set records in Arizona. He set records in Florida. And now he set another one down here in Puerto Rico and gave the money back.
That's listen.
That's
That's how it
different.
really got to be. Because
That's different.
listen, to give. Now, don't get it twisted, people. We're not saying all the money. We're saying the tickets.
Anyone that was seeking a refund.
Exactly.
Got
the
it.
ticket
Got it.
refund, as far as getting into the event, whatever price you paid to get into the
He said,
event,
I'm giving you this back.
you got that 100% back. So shout to Jake on that.
And that was Amanda's
Exactly.
decision, and Jake, of course,
He
the
honored it.
MVP,
Jake co-signed it.
they
of course.
supported all the way.
Yes. The man does great business. I mean, if you
Listen.
give him nothing else,
He's a
man,
good businessman.
He does great business and he respects the sport. You could critique his fighting. You can critique the fighters he fights. You may not like his tattoos. His
Came out
earrings
there
may
looking like
bother
Chicken
you.
Little, though.
You know, but listen,
That outfit was a little
man.
different.
Yo,
Gallo de Dorado,
I
man.
know.
The
He-
rooster,
yo,
man.
his
The
little-
golden
yo, he
rooster,
just-
man.
He came
Yo,
out
he-
there looking like Chicken Little,
Yo,
but it's all good.
he do.
It's all good.
But as far as the business goes, like X is
He's
saying,
a
is X is out there.
businessman.
No, listen, it was a great experience
Talk to
down there, man. The most important thing on my list was
Who you got to meet out there, man? Tell the folks, man.
most
Tell the
important
folks,
thing
man.
on my list
Tell
aside
the
from
folks,
working.
man.
Legendary picture.
was
The
getting
legendary.
down there and getting with Tito Trinidad, man.
You heard?
Felix Tito Trinidad, former 3-division champion,
Huh?
Puerto Rican icon, boxing Hall of Famer.
Man,
Bad
the
man.
most
He's a bad
beloved
man.
Puerto Rican fighter of all time.
hands down.
Hands
Easily.
down. And Tito wasn't watching one fight, bro. He was,
He can't. He's like
Giving
the man out
everybody
there.
love,
He can't
man.
sit down.
they tell him. They like, okay,
much
all right,
love.
everybody. Tito, come on, take a seat.
He's just
okay,
showing
all
love.
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, fuck with the people, man.
That's it,
the
man.
people,
The people's
the
champ.
people's
That's
champ.
the people's
The-
champ.
yo, that's
and
the
this is
people's champ,
and this is
man.
why, man. And you see, it's genuine.
And shout
That's
out to
why-
Baldy,
But he
who?
did for Amanda in
Big
the ring.
Baldy, I
Big
know.
Baldy
Because
was out there.
when they announced that she wasn't gonna fight, it was kind of booing a little bit.
They had to get Tito in there.
Tito got in there.
And he calmed
people
it
down.
down. Quiet the
He kicked
crowd.
that shit. He was kicking that shit, right?
Told everybody, only someone like Tito Trinidad
do that.
can
Calm the
vouch
crowd.
for Amanda there and tell everybody,
Yo,
chill
y'all
out.
gotta chill out.
That
man.
could
He
have
put it
been,
all on the line
that could
for
have been
us.
ugly. That could have been ugly. He ain't going there and calm him down.
No,
Yeah,
listen,
'cause
the word was going around by
A couple fights before.
by the time the kid Warner Walton was fighting,
Yeah,
I got word of it.
that it might not
And I was
happen.
like, yo, what's going on, boo, boo? Yo, listen, you heard about? And I'm like, the fuck is going on? And then, you started hearing whispers around the
But,
place.
yeah. But this is where it kind of boggled my mind, right? We all know that before the fight, day before, 2 days or whatever, from what I know, you get an examination because you're not going to examine the fighter the day of the fight because of what could happen. Because what happens if I don't medically clear you? So now we got everybody here. So I just found that a little odd. Not saying that Amanda's capping that no, because we know she's a warrior. I
Well-
just find that odd and why she wasn't not because of the weigh-in.
The weigh-in,
You
she
see
had
her
the
with her
shades
glasses
on,
already.
yeah.
So then why change from Friday to Saturday?
They were trying to get her cleared to the
Yeah.
final minute. Like Jake is in the ring having his fight, and they're in the back still trying to get clearance.
Yeah, but that's what
because
I'm-
she wants to fight.
Yeah, I know, X, but that's
No?
where
So,
it's wrong because they
it
should have done that
is?
the day before, so that at least worst case scenario, you have you either gonna cancel the card or you're gonna say, look, we're gonna have everybody here, or they already knew it and said, listen, let's not cancel it. Even if we're gonna refund, let's have everybody come.
That's
probably what
what
it
I
played out.
feel as well
Hey, they
would
had
be
to do
the
that.
right
Yeah,
thing.
right. It had
They
to
would have
be
had to
that.
do that. They would
You
And
got
I-
everybody in training camp.
Yeah.
You got title defenses on the line here. Like
And I heard they gave Nina Minky her
they
purse.
paid her, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yo,
contract.
listen.
She made her. She did
No,
what
listen.
She
so,
did what she had to do.
So at the end of the day, you gotta salute MVP for that.
Yeah, business
Everyone
is
is
good. The
getting
business is good.
they getting reimbursed whatever they pay for their tickets, and
The
the
show,
fighters
the
got
show
their
must
purse.
go on.
And that's it.
And we're not gonna get the main event, but everybody else gets theirs off, man.
So you
'cause
so if you went over there, you saw a fight for free,
Pretty much.
The whole event.
The whole
You go to
event.
the
whole
event.
event.
and,
So
and
it's
it
good.
was action. And
What?
shout out to my man Pitu for Díaz.
Oh,
You
man.
heard?
Yo,
Shout
he
out to
dodged.
my
Yo,
man.
Uno, he dodged the gatekeeper
He
list.
was. I told
He
y'all
just-
that he's back, baby.
And saw that
Yo,
knockdown. I was like, yes, my boy.
He fought Bob
That was a
Marley's
buzzer beater.
grandson.
Yeah.
He fought the dude from 183rd and Creston. They were trying to sell me weed yesterday.
Yo.
He said, yo, you want to go to PR
clocked
and
him.
fight?
He clocked him, you heard?
Come on, man. Cut it out.
Christopher Pitu Díaz picked up a knockout victory. The illest knockout of the
list,
night.
yo.
You heard?
Yo.
He heard about
He
the
heard
list.
this. He got
and he
mad.
escaped.
We motivated
skated him.
Four corners
man.
motivated
He was
him.
like, nah, I
Word
can't
up.
be on
Four
this
He was
corners
one.
gonna be
motivation.
number 4 on the pound for pound gatekeeper list. He was moving his way up.
Moving his way up.
Yo, shout out to Crystal Rosario. She picked up a 4-round
She didn't
decision.
look good.
She fought 3-minute rounds as well.
She did 4
She
rounds.
said she gonna keep doing
that,
that as well.
That Mexican
Mexican,
girl
yo.
brought it.
Yeah, she did.
She brought it.
That's how you do that.
I had it a draw.
Okay.
The draw, I
had it 3-1.
I had it 2-2. I gave her the first, the Mexican, and the last.
Yeah,
the
I gave
2
the
and
Mexican
the
girl
3.
the last round.
The 2 and the 3
definitely
I
got the
gave
last round.
Rosado.
Yeah.
For sure.
But
And then we had Bombita
oh
Gonzalez.
my God, that shit had me doing the dope head.
Yeah.
Remember when we was in Royal Caribe?
He was sneaking
I
on
was
his.
I'm drooling on somebody next to me. I'm like, yo, my bad.
That was a good fight, bro. They was doing their thing, man.
They were doing what?
stumping, bro. They was stumping.
Oh my God. I'm like, yo, finish already. This fight is one of the worst. Listen, and it's crazy because Bomba's
I got
known that.
good footage, man. I got some good footage. I guess I got the rounds that they was dumping.
And what's yo, James, what's
They got the
crazy?
highlights.
What's crazy
That's the
about
highlights, and it's a 30-second clip. That's
Yeah.
it. The whole fight.
what's crazy about those fights, those championship fights
shit.
that are like that, they feel like it's 37 rounds. It's
Oh,
like, oh
man.
my goodness, nothing happening. Punch, grab, blah, 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 blah. Nothing, nobody. It just looked horrible. Looked very amateurish. No action. There was some punches landing here and there. But for someone like Bomba Gonzalez, who's fought an elite level, who's been a former world champion, who is a current champion, I expected more from him, right? He was supposed to look much better. Now, Rene Santiago, he didn't make it easy for him. He's a tough opponent. But it was, to me, a very, very ugly fight.
Wake up. You nodding off talking about
It
it right
wasn't.
now.
Yeah,
Wake
it
up.
doesn't
Wake
matter.
up. Wake up.
Give me water. Give me
Ring the
water.
bell.
Shit, mid-sentence, he's
Oh my
nodding
God,
off.
what happened? I fell out. Yo,
What was I talking
that
about?
was bad.
And then the main event that ended up being the main event.
What's the
For
kid's
Warner
name?
Walton.
Wana. Okay. Tell that dude go back to HBO.
Wanna.
Tell that dude go.
Wanna.
Put him on. He look like he could be on the new version of Saved by the Bell. Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
He got a draw. He escaped with a draw. My man, Torres won that fight.
Damn.
Torres won
And
that
mind you,
fight.
Torres,
Damn, wanna.
he
Damn,
was.
You ain't wanna scrap.
Wanna
His record now is 1 win, 1 draw.
Oh, wanna.
And Torres, he look like a dude that still sell nickel bags.
Yeah, he left right to the strip.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
He went to the block. That was on his contract. Listen.
with a lot of seeds in
Yo,
them.
listen.
Like
The
you
old
said,
school baggie.
I smack
got a
that
draw?
out
Old
your
school
hand.
bag. He had the
So,
mango
The old
piña.
school
He
joint.
brought out the mango piña.
Yeah.
He went to sound creepy, man. He went back to the black to say some
Damn,
He
my
had
son,
that. He had that Scooby-Doo pop.
My son wanna. Yeah, son.
But overall, Jake Paul was the main event of the night.
Yeah.
He scored another first-round knockout of my
Yeah.
man Ryan, the
Yeah.
Rhino Borland.
He looked
the
like
guy-
he looked like
He looked like a retired gym teacher.
Nah, he looked like
Get out of
he
here,
looked like
man.
he looked like Butterbean without the butter.
Yo.
Mr. Bean.
And he was an Olympian.
He was in the
No, he was a Golden
An
Glove.
Olympian for what?
He was a Golden Glove.
In 1986.
He was a Gold Glove.
Bro,
Wait.
bro, he
The
was-
Rhino was an Olympian.
Bro, they
What
said
he competed in?
Yo,
I don't
yo,
know.
Buffet eating?
No, the disc throw. The
yo.
disc throw.
No, son. Then his name was the Rhino, son.
Rhino.
Nah,
His name is the Rhino.
Yo.
He fought like a goldfish.
Yo,
That's out of here.
Only 2 things I want to see from Jake Paul.
get
when he-
busy. Jake
Listen,
get busy,
X,
man.
I know you like Jake, but 2 things we gotta see because we gotta hold them accountable.
Yes.
You gotta get better opponents, bro.
Yeah. No, it's
Yeah, I'm
gonna
not
get
hearing
better.
these
Get
old,
better.
yo.
No,
I'm
Ain't
not
no
trying to
niggas
get
get
these.
better.
I ain't
They
trying
used to be
Yo, they
boxers.
used to be
Hey, yo, listen.
My man August was a way better shape fighter than the
Nah,
Rhino.
he was food too.
A way,
But you gotta understand,
a way better
The difference
athletic
was,
dude.
the
and he
difference
got cooked
was,
too.
yeah, X, the difference was, August got the bag.
August got
This
the bag.
he
This dude
was
said,
just trash.
he said, yo,
Rhino got a free trip to Puerto Rico. You heard?
Yo, he came up. He was good. He was good.
Yo.
the
Rhino,
second thing we gotta get out of here,
Rhino,
man.
And where he was
shout
from,
out to Rhino, man.
North
North Dakota. And listen, that's when I knew it was over. That's when I knew I forgot to mention something. Yo, how many times have we spoken about this shit? Who the hell knows anybody that lives in North? Hold on, and
Or
his job.
South.
Hold on. This is how I know it's the bag. I'm going to Dakota. I'm moving.
Yo.
I'm moving because his job, he works on an oil rig.
Yes.
That's it? Nah, shout
Where
out to,
is there
shout
any
out,
water
shout out to
in
the
North
oil
Dakota,
rigs.
bro?
That's bread.
What
but-
oil? North
He's-
Dakota got the. I'm out. South
got the
and
bag.
North.
Like I'm
going
telling
to
you,
South.
Uno,
Yo, they
not
got
only
oil.
that, so
They
he
got
does,
oil in the
he
Dakotas.
does, he
He's going to
does
open
that.
up his own gas
No,
station now.
he does that during the day, and at night he'll bounce at a midget club out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
'Cause
Yo,
He
they
look
know,
like
no,
it.
small people.
listen,
Small people.
small
they're
people.
not
All
big.
right, all
Yeah,
right,
small people.
Come on now.
And the second
Let's
thing with
respect the
Jake,
communities,
we gotta
man.
work on his outfit for the next one because he came in there looking like Chicken Little.
Yo.
I don't know. He's supposed to look like a
Gallo
rooster.
Oro de
Nah,
Oro.
it wasn't
Yeah.
looking like.
Yo,
My boy, yo, that
Shout-
was
shout
fire.
to
Listen,
MVP
it was
though,
not
man.
fire. It should be set on fire. The morning should have got that and lit that shit on fire,
Nah,
bro.
and he came out with Arcángel, so
No,
it
that was hard, that was hard.
double-
That was hard.
Yo,
That was hard.
hard.
But you
Arcángel on
notice,
the
you
team,
notice he
dog.
didn't put that hood on though.
and I'm
Let me
glad
get that can right there.
I
Sean.
finally
He came out with a legend
I finally
of Puerto
got
Rico.
I finally got the pronunciation right because I used to always think it was just Archangel.
Yo,
Arcángel, yeah.
Archangel.
I know, but yeah, but how you
What's
say
the
it again?
pronunciation?
Arcángel.
Arcángel.
A legend.
Ah,
Yeah, yo,
got
Jay,
you.
Celsius, holla at us, man.
Yo, that's
You
my
see
shit
it.
though. That shit he's from.
Celsius. All over the
Celsius.
Oh, yeah, we
stations,
here.
all
We
over
here.
San Juan, Puerto Rico,
Yeah.
doing their thing. Celsius, holla at Four
Holla at
Corners.
us.
We drink this on the regular.
Holla,
We
yeah.
about it, my
Yeah,
hitters.
yeah.
Talk to us, MVP.
Also,
Holla at your
I
boys
wanted
over
to
here.
shout out His Excellency.
What else we got
You
there?
know,
Yo,
Let's run.
oh,
It's
listen,
coming
Gotta shout
up.
out His Excellency.
we got to shout out
they-
your
he just-
excellency,
Yes,
man.
sir. Yes, sir.
Rider
What's up next?
season is in full
Yes,
effect.
sir.
This week has been in motion.
Uh-huh.
Fight week began on Monday. The press conferences are underway. The media workout, I think, is tomorrow. The weigh-in is Thursday. Friday, it's fight time.
It's going down,
fight
down,
night. Ngannou, Joshua Ngannou, knockout, chaos, Big Bang Zhang.
Right here
Joseph
behind us.
Parker,
Yeah, shout out to Tommy Lane.
Nick Ball and Ray Vargas, and many more on a
Yeah.
stack card
Yeah.
down in Saudi Arabia. The kingdom is loaded. Heavyweight action, the home of heavyweight boxing.
What predictions we got on this, man?
So look,
with
real
the
quick.
undercard.
Let's
Joshua-
talk about it.
The co-main, the co-main.
We're going to talk about it. We already, look, there's only one fight I'm looking forward to. That's my man, Big Bang
Big
Zhang.
Bang.
Zhang, Bing Bang.
Shout out to Big Bang Zane.
Yeah, shout out to Tommy.
Lane and that team.
Tommy Lane, my
Tommy
brother.
Lane. Listen,
Against Joseph Parker, who had
Coming
the
off
best
a big
career win.
victory.
Yeah.
Career best
So
win.
what he did
Crazy
to,
knockout.
Better
And
than his
Zhang-
championship victory. you
Yeah,
heard?
so both fighters are coming off big wins, right? Zhang can't
Zhang.
beat Joyce again. No, in
Twice.
fact, he cooked him quicker this
Chicken
time.
winged him.
He really microwaved him.
Chicken
He
winged him,
microwaved
man.
chicken wingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, he put him in the toaster. He said he put him in the toaster. That was like
You know,
5 seconds.
Juggernaut, when you take off his head, the little ass
Yeah,
tiny,
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
exactly what Zhang did to the Juggernaut,
Yeah,
Joe
man.
Joyce.
I expect
Knocked
this
that
fight.
helmet off,
And
you
it was
seen
a
his
go
little
time.
midget head.
I could see both fighters dropping each other in this fight. I could see both of them hitting the canvas, man. But
I don't know if Joseph Parker want to go toe to toe with Zhang, man.
no, I mean I wouldn't.
I don't know if he's gonna go at him like he was going
Yeah,
at Wilder,
Wilder.
because Wilder was backpedaling.
Yeah, he fought
fought
very
no legs.
timid.
Literally.
He fought timid.
It was
very
like he
timid.
had no
Juggernaut
legs.
ain't backpedaling,
And Zhang is a boxer.
and Zhang weighed
He can
400
box.
pounds,
He
bro.
that
can
southpaw.
box.
Southpaw.
That left.
You run up on him, you're gonna feel it.
Joseph Parker's southpaw too, isn't he? Not sure, but I think
not
Joseph
sure.
Parker's southpaw as well.
But that's a fight. What's your prediction, man? Who you got?
Zhang by knockout.
I mean, we going Zhang.
Yeah.
You know, it's Team Zhang over
Zhang.
here,
Team
man.
Zhang.
Zhang by
Zhang.
knockout, maniac.
Yeah, listen, man. I got Zhang by decision. I think it's going to be a rough and tough fight. I think Parker's going to have to bring it to Zhang. If he try to keep it in the middle of the ring, I think that's where it'll go wrong from him. But I want to see if Zhang gets dropped, how he's going to react to that,
Has
right?
Zhang ever hit the floor? I don't know. I ain't seen Zhang on the
Don't
floor.
recall. Never seen him with
I
spaghetti
know
legs either.
Juggernaut Joyce knocked out Parker.
Yes.
Zhang knocked out Juggernaut Joyce twice.
Yes.
First
But you know,
time it was
styles
stopped.
make fights.
Second time he put him out. Listen, pack up Joseph Parker
Yeah,
as
pack
well.
him.
Yeah.
Who you got?
I got him.
And this is an interim WBO heavyweight championship title fight.
Yeah, I got it. 10th round stops.
10-round stop.
Yeah. 10th round
Okay,
stoppage.
I like that. I ain't doing no rounds, but I'm going with Big Bang Zhang for the stoppage.
All right, all
I know
right.
he gonna go Google Gaga.
He go
And Parker, it's gonna be another one on the hit list, literally.
victim. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he only lost to Herkovich by decision.
And many said that was some bullshit. Herkovich got away with one that night.
All right.
And that was a slow-paced fight. It was hard to kind of judge, but Herkovich, another up-and-coming heavyweight,
Yeah,
was
yeah.
putting paws on cats
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Herkovich is
So
definitely
Herkovich,
cooking those.
you if Zhang wins,
We
Herkovich,
run it back?
Run it
Run it back?
They
Okay,
was
okay.
Both, they both on Saudi cards now.
Revenge
you know what I'm
tour.
saying?
I'm with that.
Makes sense.
Nick Ball, Ray Vargas, WBC Featherweight Championship is on the line. We had Dominic Downs Crowder here a few weeks ago who told us he was training down there
With
in the
Nick
UK
Ball.
with Nick Ball.
Yeah.
He said Nick Ball is ready. He's undefeated. He's been putting in a lot of work. He became the number one contender, and he's in motion. We know that Ray Vargas is a 3-division champion,
Yeah.
122, 126, 130. And it's funny, though. Ray Vargas is the type of dude to hit the floor, get back up, and finish the fight, man, and win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
It's, like, it's
saying?
almost like he has to hit the floor first.
He's not your average
That's his
Mexican
wake up call.
brawler
Yeah.
either.
Like, oh, I'm in
Yeah.
the fight now.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a boxer Mexican fighter.
Yeah, he
you know what
doesn't
I'm
really
saying?
Yeah.
He has a chin, but it's not the typical.
He got heart. He got
Yeah,
cojones.
nah, he got
You
heart.
know what I'm saying? Nick Ball, do your thing. Go for yours. Ray
be a good
Vargas.
fight.
I haven't watched
I ain't
Nick
got enough
Ball
with Nick
fight.
Ball. Yeah,
I watched
got
Nick
enough.
Ball his last fight.
I
Watched
got
him.
enough.
He
I
be
ain't got
fighting
enough.
on
I might
those
check up on him
on
this
those
week.
Eddie cards that be
yeah, I
on
know.
the afternoon. You know what I'm saying?
The
Early afternoon
yeah,
UK
when,
cards.
When he has the
I think Isaac Dogbay was his last fight. He beat Isaac Dogbay.
Oh, he beat Dog.
Oh, he beat
Yes.
Dog Bay?
Okay.
All
He
right.
beat Isaac
Dog
Dogbay in a
Bay.
decision.
He's another one that
He dropped Dog Bay,
started
too.
off.
And
All right.
started off strong
And now
and
he's-
It's
jumped
the,
off
you
the
know,
cliff.
a lot of these Europeans, man, they remind me like when you put bread in water, man.
Oh,
They
man.
just dissolve fast.
Oh man, damn, you a pain.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, I'm just, I
Man
gotta
said
call
that
it
fight
like
is
it is.
soggy.
We
You
know
know,
we know one
yeah.
thing for sure. They come forward.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
It depends who it is.
And you got the Mexican in front of you now. But again, Ray Vargas is not the average Mexican brawler. He's a boxer.
He's a boxer.
And he has, I think he has about a 4 or 5 inch height.
He's tall, yeah.
Over Nick Ball. So that's
Yeah.
going to be interesting.
But does it equate in the reach though? Because you know sometimes fighters.
Yeah,
be
you're
taller,
right. They
but
could
they
be
got the
taller, but
reach. Yeah.
the smaller fighter got the reach advantage.
We're going to find out if we got a new featherweight champ and a new player in the
Yeah.
division, or if Ray Vargas keeps that title and decides to unify with one of the other champions we were talking about them earlier. And then the main event, fellas. The main event, we've been waiting for it. A lot of people ain't happy with that MMA, boxing, and these guys. This is funny, clown fights.
Yeah.
This is some bullshit. But guess what? Francis Ngannou this past December put the beats and gave Tyson Fury a run for his money. He not only took him to the 10-round decision, he put that man down.
They put him on timeout.
Francis Ngannou is not no little heavyweight.
No.
He is a super heavyweight at 240,
He's
50, 60 pounds, bro. Like the guy,
That's African strength.
you feel me?
that's different.
And his knuckle game is superior. He has knocked tons of people out. Like most of his wins, I think all of his wins in the UFC
is
was by
knockout,
punching the dude's heads off.
He's
you know what I'm
he's
saying?
not a technical wrestler, grappler. He don't do that. He's
And
gonna
he
knock
keeps
you
Mike
out.
Tyson in his corner. You know what I'm saying? He got Iron Mike that continues to stick around in his corner and teach him a thing or two, how to move that waist and come up with the uppercut. You know what I'm saying? Throw them hooks. Anthony Joshua, on the other hand, is a former 2-time heavyweight champion of the world, former 2-time unified heavyweight champion of the world. On my list, he has the best resume in the heavyweight division. He ran through the champions. He picked up the straps one by one, and then he bumped into Andy Ruiz. Got knocked down, got up, got knocked down, got up, got knocked down, got up, and the fight was stopped on his feet. He was never put out. Came back, got his rematch. He's the man that set off that Saudi bag. He's the man that set it off down there in the kingdom with Your Excellency. Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing, they took that down there and they opened up those gates that where we have now heavyweight championship boxing.
Oh, yeah.
Anthony Joshua lost also twice to Alexander Usyk, who arguably is probably the best heavyweight boxer skillfully
Right now.
in the world.
I think, yes, pure boxer is definitely Usyk.
Former Olympian, former undisputed at cruiserweight, and he's looking to be the undisputed
Undisputed at
heavyweight
heavyweight.
champion. You know what I'm saying? So,
We'll
Anthony
find out in
Joshua,
May.
though, Uno was calling him Joshy for a long time, but
Yeah,
Joshy ain't smiling no more.
Yeah.
He's mean mugging
Uno
once
seen
again.
it.
Yeah,
he putting
man.
the beats on cats once again.
Yeah, yo, he's no
And
friendly.
Otto Wallin,
saw
a
it.
tough heavyweight contender who gave Tyson Fury a run for his money.
Big time.
Right?
Big time.
Joshua put the beats on him. Bing, bam, boom,
Yeah,
5
yeah.
rounds, get him up out of here. Saudi,
Another
give him his
microwave.
check,
Another hot pocket.
send him back to Sweden, wherever he
Another
from.
hot pocket.
Hot pocket his
Hot
ass.
pocket.
This is the heavyweight matchup this week, y'all. Can Francis Ngannou put up another good fight? Can he get a win over the quote-unquote no-chin Joshua, soft-ass Joshua? Or does Anthony Joshua put some respect on his name and the name of boxing? We don't play that over here. Fellas, talk to me.
Listen, man.
Wait. The heavyweight
Always champ
champion
for
of
the
the
win.
world.
It's only right. It's only right.
Oh man,
This is on you.
Listen, man. For this one, I'm gonna go with Joshua. I'm gonna go with Joshua on this fight. I don't got it by a landslide. I think it. I got Joshua handle his business. I got to see what he look like tomorrow in the win because, like Uno said, I've been watching these press conferences. I've been watching them weigh-ins, and that's the vibe I'm gonna see. If I see Joshy locked in, no smile, it's gonna be ugly. But at the end of the day, Ngannou got to punch his chance. One thing Joshua got to do in this fight.
He does.
Ngannou is not no Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about Ngannou got the equalizer. You know what I'm saying? He's built, he's big, he's strong. He got that African body built.
Yeah.
Like you saw Tyson Fury trying to do what he did against Wilder, laying his weight on him and pushing him around. And Ngannou pushing him off with one arm, like, get off me. He's little. He pushed him like a rag doll. Joshua got to keep his distance. Can't stay in there and get close within reach. Because one thing about Ngannou, he's a shorter guy, got a shorter reach. He's got to be
Joshua
able.
is faster though.
He's
Yeah.
faster. He got to, in order for him to excel in this fight, a couple things. He's got to use his footwork. He's got to use his ring IQ. He's got to use his experience, and he's got to go in there and break him down. Don't try to go in there for the home run. Break Ngannou down. If he breaks Ngannou down, he can win this fight. I'm not sure how Ngannou will last against a guy like Joshua chopping the tree down. That's the one thing we haven't seen because this is his second professional fight. Fury did a horrible job at it. Fury did a horrible job. Joshua, if he executes that game plan, he can win. But he can't get caught getting up close and try to throw hands because that overhand right Ngannou got, that's the NyQuil. And if he get caught slipping, that's it. So I got Ngannou taking an L, but he got a slight punch his chance. But I'm going with Joshua on this one.
Yo, listen, man. Fuck. Yo, bro, he hit it on the nose. I don't really know what much to say after that. Only that you definitely you gotta, since we got film on Ngannou, we understand. Look, he can hurt you, and we know Joshua is a bipolar fighter, right? And what I mean by that, one fight he look excellent, one fight is like, bruh, right? And do we get that Joshua? I don't think so. I believe that he understands that, yes, Ngannou is a fighter that has to be taken serious, but he's not nowhere near on the skill level of a Joshua. Long as Joshua keep his distance, fight off the jab, go to the body consistently, and I can see him not dropping Ngannou, but they like, yo, stop this fight, bro.
Yeah,
Look at
I
your
see a
face.
stoppage.
You getting cooked, bro. And that's
Face so
it.
ugly, swole
Yeah,
up.
yeah, exactly.
One of those.
The cookie, he got a cookie.
Cut. Yeah, got the Mike
bleeding
Tyson.
and-
Shout out to Mike.
Yeah, I think Joshua's gonna put a beating on this boy, man. And he needs to do it for the sport of boxing.
Sport of
Put
boxing on the
on
line.
for my city. I put on
It's two
for my
sports.
sport.
Yeah.
So I'm going Joshua, either late stoppage or unanimous decision.
I can see it.
Yeah, you know how I feel about. I mean, I ain't gonna call him Josh. He's not.
No,
Josh.
he lost that. Listen.
You know what I'm saying? You earned the UA back. You know what I mean, Joshua. But like I said, I like the Joshua that comes with that demeanor, like it's time to work. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of his previous fights before the Wilding fight or whatever, he just, the sense of him being there to be a spectacle rather than being there to handle business just came off the wrong way to me. You know what I mean?
Came in there on pretty boy
Yeah,
stuff.
worried about all his sponsors and modeling and all this other shit.
My muscles.
Get the bag, get the bag,
just
get the
go
bag.
ahead and handle your bag.
But in the same sense, in this fight here, it's strange to me because I saw the face-off, the initial face-off, and I still get the sense that it's about business, right? But I see Joshua has a lot more respect. He has a lot of respect for Ngannou. You know what I mean? And I think that right there is gonna make him go into this fight on his A game. Is that he's going in there respecting Ngannou.
Because
know what I'm saying?
he got a preview from Fury.
And also with
Feel
that
me?
too, though. Also
no
with that
sleeping.
too is I think he also knows he gonna present something to Ngannou that he probably hasn't seen either. Like when Ngannou fought Fury, it was something Fury ain't see. None of us saw. So that's why a lot of people say that was the reason for him to be catching him off guard and maybe catching with those shots, whatever. I think it was more Fury's fault. But anyway.
No discipline.
Yeah, but with this right here, I think Joshua has the jab with the speed and the pop behind it. And I think if he gets the body work is going to be a big part of this. Because I don't think, especially in MMA, maybe they was throwing those kicks or whatever, but in the heavyweights, they mostly going for them knockouts.
Body shots.
They ain't
liver
throwing
shots.
no body shots. They not throwing no jab to the body, no hook to the body. You know what I'm saying? So I think Josh, with the jab, with the body work, he should be able to break him down. I don't know if he stops him.
Yeah.
I don't know if he stops him, but I could see him definitely getting a unanimous decision and make it look, pretty lopsided if he handles his business.
One thing about this fight that for Joshua's side that makes me worried if he doesn't stick to his game plan and he get caught slipping. because Ngannou caught Fury, but Fury got the best chin out of all the heavyweights. Joshua get caught with a shot like that. Does he get up? That's the thing, because we've seen what Ruiz did, and Ruiz don't have. I don't think Ruiz has any type of power close to what Ngannou
Yeah, but
got.
see, with the Ruiz
Ruiz-
shit, you got to
Ruiz
also understand the placement of that
Ruiz
punch.
got popped.
He caught
Right.
that equilibrium part
Yeah.
of the temple,
Right.
where it's like, you know, it's just a part of the human body that, you know,
And remember,
destabilizes you.
He
you know
got
what I'm
up
saying?
every time.
But he
Right.
got hit by
did get up.
Klitschko.
Right.
He
You know what I'm
put
saying?
down. He
Like,
was
it's not
put
like
down and
he,
he
done-
got up.
you know. So I'm not gonna say he doesn't have the chin, but I also agree with you. Is to see, because it's been since Andy, he's gotten popped like that.
Yeah.
And Ngannou has a big chance of getting at least rocking him once in that fight,
Right.
just to see how he responds to it.
You
Sorry.
see, people say a lot about Anthony Joshua's chin, right? But Klitschko put him down, right? Dillian White wobbled him.
Mm-hmm.
He held that down, came back.
Shout out to
knocked Dillian
TD
White out.
Sports. Appreciate you.
Yeah, my
Klitschko
man
dropped him.
Thomas.
He got up, came back, won by knockout.
Mm-hmm.
Andy dropped him 3 times. He got up every time and was stopped on his feet. Usyk wobbled him here and there, shook him up a few times, but since then, he hasn't been down, right?
No.
Tyson Fury has been down a lot of times, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of times against several opponents.
Right.
Yeah, but
Continues to get up and close out and win his fights as well. But
Correct.
if we're gonna say who has the whacker chin, it's Tyson Fury.
is there? I guess X. When you
Wilder
look
put him
at it,
down how many times in those trilogies?
a couple of times.
Couple times.
But who was considered the big? Well, Wilder is considered right again
The best
the
puncher,
biggest
puncher.
The biggest punch in the heavyweight division.
Heavyweight division. So at least
Steve
at
Cunningham put him down.
he
as
did.
well.
I was there.
Um,
Overhand right, but
Your man Francis rocked him and
yeah.
dropped him. You
So,
know what I'm saying?
No, and that's an argument you can make. I'm not saying that, but being
Both
that
fighters get up. It's what it's the point at the end of it. Or neither fighter. Well, Fury hasn't lost, and Joshua has, but in his knockout defeat, he was stopped on his feet.
Correct.
He was not out for the count.
yes.
He gets up, and a man that's 260 pounds, it's hard to keep that tree down, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even Deontay Wilder, in his defeats to Tyson Fury, he kept getting up. He was getting decked. And remember when Tyson hit him with that shit? They spun him around him and he gets up. The last knockdown, when the ref waved it off in the third fight, Wilder got up
Up
eventually again, and he's like, they like, no, it's over. But he got up, man, every time. It's hard to keep these guys down, not for nothing, man. Say what you want to say about their chins, and if they not the best heavyweight class of whatever,
Yeah.
these guys get up. Anthony Joshua is gonna put the beats on Francis Ngannou.
He needs to.
Anthony Joshua
He
has
needs
that
to.
in mind, and Anthony Joshua, you know what? I feel he has the chip that's biggest on his shoulder, that he's looking to be a 3-time heavyweight champion. He got dibs
on the
winner
next.
of this unit.
And Ngannou's in his way.
And Ngannou and every other
way. This is- it's
fighter until he gets his shot at the championships again is in the way.
So he on a mission.
And Joshua fought 3 times last year.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He fought 3 times last year. All right.
He was
that-
active. He was active.
They probably weren't. The last one, the Wildin win, was the most impressive, although he knocked Hellenius the hell out. But everybody's like, oh, like
He looked very subpar before the knockout.
He looked
went back to
subpar
his
before
old
the
camp
knockout
now.
because I honestly think that he didn't. He's there to. It's like, yo, I'm not gonna box with. I'm not trying to do anything more than catch this bozo because Hellenius.
the Nordic Knight.
Yeah, you know, a late replacement. He was moving around the ring. He wasn't trying to get caught.
That's the Rhino's partner at the
His sparring
the
partner.
little man gym.
They went to the Olympics
club.
together,
The
yeah.
little man bar
He
in North
wasn't
Dakota.
trying to impress anybody other than when he landed that shit, he put the Nordic nightmare down, and what he did after that, gave everybody the DX to suck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, get off mines, and I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Forget about the interviews. Well, he went out to the crowd and Connor passed him the beer, right?
Yeah.
I'm
drank
out of
it.
here. Who's next?
Yeah.
Joshua, listen, talk to Eddie. I see y'all later.
Yeah,
I'm
I
out.
think. Look, the bottom line is this, man. He's a talented fighter, Joshua. I don't, you know me.
He's a global star. He
We-
got the
we-
bags.
Yeah. No.
He's over the popular contest. He's over that.
No. What I'm saying is this. I'm
Back
just
to boxing.
he's a fighter that
No,
again,
nice watch, brother.
that he's not he needs just to be consistent. If he is that ninja that we think he is, he needs this fight should not be remotely competitive.
It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be. I don't want to
Shouldn't be.
hear.
Even
I
if
don't
it
want
goes
no.
shouldn't be.
I don't want to
But your
hear.
man just gave Fury
Yes, but listen.
a competitive matchup.
But wait. You talking about Joshua now?
Yeah.
Styles make fights.
Styles make fights.
Right? So let's look at it like this stylistically. And again, there's film on Ngannou. So Joshua can get blindsided. Oh, well, I didn't take
Kinda
this
knows
fight
a little
serious.
bit more.
And he's taking it seriously
He
compared
knows.
to
And
Fury.
He has to know, all right, look, bro, I can't play with this dude. So we're going to see,
Him
man. We'll
losing?
see.
Oh,
After
man.
seeing Fury,
Oh,
would
man.
be even worse.
That's it.
Yeah,
you
so
know what I'm
we'll
saying? After
see.
having tape on Ngannou,
We'll wrap
and
it up
Ngannou
here.
being
Yeah, that's it. And
We'll
then-
wrap it up here for y'all Friday. Yes, you heard me right. Friday afternoon. Starts early in the morning. Some of y'all might be at work on your phones.
It's at 2 p.m., right?
2 p.m. type of joint.
What?
Yeah, because it's over there, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's starting on
Saudi,
H.
yeah.
It's pay-per-view?
It's
Of course.
think so.
Anything.
Yeah.
So
Everything
they
with
want
the
us to
Ashley is,
pay. They want us to
bad.
pay for pay-per-view at 2 p.m. while we
That's
at work.
crazy.
I'm not,
You know, boxing always, it's like they go
Yeah,
10
it's
steps
everywhere, it's
forward
everywhere.
and 2 steps back with certain
everywhere.
things. But the fight is going down this Friday, Saudi Arabia, Anthony Joshua, Francis Ngannou, 10 rounds, heavyweight boxing, heavyweight fight, not championship. But soon enough, Anthony Joshua will get his shot back at the heavyweight championship gold. We know that May 18th, Usyk and Fury are finally going to get it on. Let's hope that Fury sticks to the script.
Word up.
Yeah.
Tired of these excuses.
Mm-hmm.
About to run down on
That's
him.
why they got to start it early, because Ramadan starts.
Ramadan.
Yep.
March 10th.
Yep, exactly.
Sunday.
So they got to...
So,
Yeah,
April,
they got it, right out the way. They kicking
March
them right
10th,
out.
March 10th to April 9th.
As soon as the fight is over, y'all got to leave our country.
Yeah, they gotta get
Y'all
right.
got the
Everything gotta
party
get
is
right.
over, yeah. Party's over, man.
Put that on hold.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah,
Inshallah,
man.
inshallah.
You feel me? No, shout out to Floyd Cashflow Díaz
Yes,
for joining
yes,
us
Thank you,
today.
thank you, thank you.
Champ, appreciate you always.
Siempre.
Y'all know what we do and how we do it. Y'all know what we doing and where we at. Y'all know what it is and who it is.
Huh?
It's 15 rounds of boxing
Yes,
every
sir.
Wednesday night live on YouTube. Like, share,
Subscribe.
subscribe.
Road to 1K
comment.
and beyond, baby.
Almost
1K
there.
is
We like
almost
30
there.
Almost
away.
there.
And shout out to the team. We've been putting in a lot of work these past
We
couple
getting
weeks.
there. We getting
Yeah.
there.
Since the
Hard
month
work.
of February into the month of March, leading us into April.
Yo, we still doing
are
Sony
on
Hall
it.
tomorrow?
Sony Hall tomorrow night. Boxing Insider is going down. Price Taylor is in the building. Let's go, my G. Speedy, she's in the ring as well. Let's go, baby girl. Let's get busy. Larry, he always does what he does. We'll see y'all tomorrow at Sony Hall.
Yes,
Next
sir.
week, we are in Madison Square Garden. Callum
MSG.
Walsh, 360 Promotions.
March 15th.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
It's
non-stop. It's non-stop.
stop.
This boxing shit is not playing with
stop.
y'all. So don't play with it.
Work after work. You know what I'm saying? The content we continue to provide to y'all. We appreciate y'all support.
Always.
40 Central, James, and just behind the lens.
Salute to
corner
the
pocket
team.
shot.
They come on tomorrow. Check them out. You already know every Thursday.
Nights, you know how that go.
Yeah.
Fellas, any shout outs? Any shout
Yeah,
outs?
yeah,
Send
just
along.
shout out, man. Shout out to everybody that been showing Four Corners love and support,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, appreciate
we up
y'all.
and coming, man. We do appreciate it. Everybody in the chat.
This ain't easy, y'all.
We appreciate
It
it,
ain't
man.
easy.
Again.
We're gonna keep going for
And,
y'all. We do it for the people.
Yeah, I got to
We
shout
do
out
it for
too.
the
I gotta
people.
shout out too. I'm gonna shout out all of y'all that's jocking our slang. It's all right. We appreciate it. We appreciate it.
Yeah,
You know
we
what I'm saying?
do.
But don't ever get it twisted. This is what we do.
Oh,
You
yeah.
heard? You heard? Don't get it twisted, man. Love to everybody, man. Y'all have a great night, great
Yes.
weekend.
Yes.
And we see y'all next one.
Y'all
Join
on the
us
next
next
one.
week, and we'll talk about it.
Shout out to Celsius.
Excellency.
Listen, Celsius.
We
Excellency.
coming.
We
We
coming
coming
for it
for
all,
y'all,
man. We
yeah.
coming for it all,
We'll
man.
be there soon.
Holla at us.
All right.
Salute.
Later.
All right.